But when will the pizza get there?
Yep. It's already here, and it's already going in my mouth. And yes, people heard the pizza question before the answer. So, ha! Although people are gonna fucking clip it, so it's just me talking about things going into my mouth.
You act like I haven't already done that.
Like I said. Yay, new soundboard additions, but this time it's me for once. Fuck!
Oh, I'm working on the Blame Canada one.
Well, we could blame Canada.
Oh, no, Jared, I went and downloaded the video and the audio for it from YouTube already.
You fucking asshole. Note to everyone in the viewing audience, if you are ever on a panel or in a call with Thoughts by Jay Brown, be careful what you say. It may or may not be used against you at a future date.
May?
It will.
You mean it may not.
I got some gems for you.
I'm already going to talk to Jay, because when I get my channel up and going, I'm going to, have him borrow some of his soundboard stuff. So, won't be just on his channel. Don't be on mine.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
I thought about, I redid that gangster rap thing that Chesh put out there, where it's her gangster rap goblin talking about uni.
Oh, yeah.
I put a backtrack to it, and I thought about adding that at the end, just as it cuts out.
Yes.
Why
I'm like,
didn't
no,
you?
no, I can't do that to her.
Yeah,
Yet.
you should. You should.
Yet.
She'll get a kick out of it just as much as the rest of us.
Oh yeah, no, I know. It's got to be done properly though.
There are tasteful ways you have to do it. Wait a minute. Why the fuck am I talking about taste?
Because you're eating a pizza.
It is.
That's
yummy.
not a cardboard cutout from other places.
It is quite yummy and tasty, even though it's reheated.
How dare you reheat pizza? It should be eaten cold after.
Oh, hell no. No.
I was going to say, I kind of love pizza just straight out of the refrigerator the next morning.
With a little ranch?
It's really good.
There are some things that are best served cold. Pizza is not one of them.
Oh, you haven't tried it though.
Yes, I have, which is why I can
disagree.
say no. Hey, you're welcome to your wrong
It's okay for you to
opinions.
disagree with us, but you're just wrong. Coral has
Did you
laid down
add-
the verdict.
I'm
Did you add ranch to it?
I'm also a proponent of pineapple on pizza, so.
Well, that is wrong of you, but I'll let you be right in this other instance.
I guess you can't be right about everything.
hey, I'm gonna go with it, and I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon with Coral. But to be fair, my favorite pizza was the fiery Hawaiian from Domino's, which was still going out.
I back in the day used to eat the shit out of that.
I never had the fiery because I like my spices for flavor, not to melt my jaw apart.
Pussy.
Oh, here we go.
To be fair, every payday in the military, that was my payday dinner. Fiery Hawaiian and a pepperoni pizza with jalapenos on it.
What the?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty
That
much
was like
it. Yeah.
2 days. That was 2 days for the food.
That and their cheesy bread. And then when they came out with their stuffed cheesy bread, eat the fuck out of that.
Oh, you've gone to a pink horny now, Burns?
I love it. It's super cute.
Just oh. So what other wonderfulness have all of you been up to?
Aha.
Oh, god damn it!
God.
Well, I see someone's been having fun with face
He
rig.
finally took the filter off.
Yes, Burns, but are you a cat?
No.
Oh God, you're Jar Jar. It's worse. So much worse.
Run away! Run away! Okay, we do have a super chat. Rodent, no last name, for $5. What the fuck? How the hell did I get so profound? Cue fart sounds. There you go.
Hold on just a second, guys.
That's about accurate. What, are you switching entries on the soundboard? You're leaving us hanging, Jay. What the hell?
Right? Oh, there. Oh my god.
But the mouth is in the wrong spot.
I know. Oh, you gotta love these filters.
I do. Filters are fantastic.
Some are better than others, though.
Yeah, some of these aren't very well put
Yeah.
together.
I mean, that just means that you. That just means you need to, try better.
I do miss the cheeseburger one, though. But the question is that even the program you're running right now?
It's called Snap Camera.
It's a little baby Yoda.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah, this program's called Snap Camera, and then it creates a virtual camera interface.
The child has a name.
Did you see
Yeah,
the,
but the child is better.
Baby Yoda's better. Baby Yoda.
No, I kind of like that we actually figured out his name.
He will always and forever be Baby Yoda.
Yes.
I do like him having a name more than just being called Baby Yoda. I will agree with that.
He will always and forever be Baby Yoda. There's nothing you can do about it. He will always and forever be Baby Yoda.
Grogu.
Like, no matter. Just always. But other than filters and cute little kitties.
Who wants to
I'm
rant
not a
and
cat.
Who wants to rant
That
and
was-
rave about what Congress didn't do today?
Their fucking
I was
job.
expecting that to happen just with the
Yeah.
Republican makeup in the Senate, so I'm not. It's like not news to me.
I mean, how many people are really shocked that the people that are on the jury also helped let in and show some insurrectionists, gave them tours and stuff like that. And then they're going to vote for the jury, as well as one of the main people was Mitch McConnell, who held up the fact that held the Senate would not take in the impeachment trial during the last 2 weeks, all the way up until it's not shocking for him to come back and say, oh, he did all of these things, but this should have been done back during the time when he was in office, and he's no longer in office. So are we really that shocked? No, that's their excuses. They are spineless cowards.
Brought to you by the American populace.
Mm-hmm. And I'll say that with a onesie on. You can take me seriously, because I'm not a cat.
Yeah, but
And you're not a
Gordon
pickle.
Burns is a punk
I'm a-
pickle.
I'm a punk pickle.
A pickled punk.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
I
pickle
can't
punk.
really compete with a punked pickle.
Punked pickle.
I mean, I really can't. That's freaking
Oh.
awesome.
Oh, here you go.
The pickle has hooped earrings.
Oh
on.
god damn!
No!
That
Make it
is
go
that is
away!
something out of my
So,
nightmares.
so what did you do? What did you do? Put in creepy in the search parameters there?
Ah! Dinky, 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 dinky.
Lord Burns just wants somebody to bounce his ball.
I told you earlier I was
Well,
searching for some ice balls.
Well, don't forget what he announced in last stream. His boss fired him from. Oh god.
I'm so confused
I am
by what
so-
is going on there.
I am so glad that is based around your face and you're not standing up.
Especially if team got shut down for circles.
7 circles.
Well,
7
yeah.
circles. So we've had a lot of snow and ice. So that's what's going on here in Illinois. We're freezing our tits off here.
Same here in Kansas City.
Ah. Hey, look, I got
Okay.
superpowers. Ah!
God damn.
That looks like from Blade. Is that from Blade, you think?
I don't think so.
No?
No, it's from Superman.
Ah, got it.
We
Yeah, we
do
had
Next
ice
question.
storms here.
we do have a question
Yeah.
from Rodin. Serious question.
What is it?
What are your thoughts on the National Guard being delayed during the DC riot? Riot. DC is a metropolitan area. The Metropolitan Police have the authority and position. I think the question is, how stupid are the actual DC leadership to not get a sense of what was coming and not prepare themselves?
Well, they requested it early on for the National Guard, but their request was initially denied, and the report showed that it was Pence who told them to go forward with it.
Yeah.
To go to again, or to give the approval to bring them in?
To get the final approval to bring them in, it was initially denied over and over again, and finally it had to be Pence who told them that no, we need the National Guard, get the National Guard in here, and he was the one who finally authorized it. At least that was what was being reported right after.
Yeah,
comes
Trump
down to the
had made
problem-
some threats or something to saying that they shouldn't be brought in like the day or two before.
Well,
It
from
all
what
comes
I
down
was
to the
reading, it kept getting denied. The requests were getting denied by the president.
it comes down to the problem that the political parts of the apparatus had chunks of it that were sympathetic with the rioters, and that's created.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you have literally the people that are in the Senate right now touring around with the rioters, of course and then of course you have the person who was basically, trying to fire up all of his base and stuff like that, not only go out and have a rally, stop the steal or whatever, right before sending the rioters off.
To be a special subscriber.
Hi, Karis.
Jingle bells.
Did not tell him to do that.
I
Hi.
Hi.
bells.
God, he's the Potato King now.
Ah.
Are you a po?
Potato. Potato.
Anyways. Yeah,
Oh,
it-
tiger.
Are Zoom filters the theme tonight? I see we've got a cat in the background on Corals.
I mean, come on.
The now infamous courtroom cat.
It is literally the best thing that's ever that was the thing we needed to start off 2021.
Well, so
Yes.
Was
here's
the
the
lawyer
question. Here's the
filter.
question. The
We could
lawyer.
have used that instead of January 6th. I mean, I'm just saying.
yes, absolutely. I would
Right?
take 100 lawyer cat filters over that.
Well-
A million.
Think of Jared in that filter. He'd be adorable.
I have a question though. I have a question though. Was he the
I can't-
defense or prosecution?
I
I-
think it was defense. I'm pretty sure the guy on top was the prosecutor. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I just like the top left hand side above Cora where it says that do not record this call, otherwise you will be prosecuted. It could be sent to jail or a fine. Yeah.
And it ends up all over Twitter
It
and Reddit.
was everywhere. I mean,
I just want to find out that it was either that lawyer or the judge that released it, because that would make it so much better.
I'm pretty sure it was the judge. The judge, I think, had released it as a he said,
Educational.
right,
Doesn't it?
educational. If you guys are doing this, remember to check. And a child has used your Zoom before you. Remember to turn off any filters you have. And then he came back later and said, "I'm glad to have provided a laugh for everybody," etc.
I mean,
That is awesome.
You can tell I
Best.
followed the story a little bit.
yes, it was the best thing ever.
It just keeps popping up as different people cover it in my YouTube feed, and every time I see it, I laugh.
I'm
Yeah,
Speaking
it
of
does not
adorable-
matter how many times I've seen it. I am dying of laughter. But one of my favorite, watching the reaction of the people watching it is actually the Cogdis guys. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious! They're hilarious guys. But oh my gosh, their version of watching it was just. Oof. They're brilliant guys.
Speaking of adorable, Nikki looks adorable tonight.
Right? That's what I said. As soon as I saw her, I'm like, damn, you look beautiful.
She pulls that color of lipstick off way better than I do, but I'm way pale.
Same. But I can't do makeup.
I finally found out what I think is a shade of foundation in the cosmetic section that might actually match me. It's called Snow. It's the first time I've seen something like that is perhaps close to me. So whoever, I forgot what line it was, one of your generic drugstore lines. I usually have to get mine from Sephora for obvious reasons, but finally I think there might be one that might actually match me.
So honestly, you're white as snow.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all right. I have to like shift between 3 different foundations depending on the time of year.
Yeah. I would, but I wear like
From-
SPF 100 in the summer.
I go from like beige to like light nude and not quite
Like-
white as
I'm
you,
still
but-
wearing SPF 50 because people forget that sun still shines in winter, guys.
and it
Still
actually
wearing
You
it.
actually-
it can be worse in the winter because of the reflection off the snow.
Exactly.
You can get
Everybody's so-
snowblind.
Yeah, everybody's so careful about sunscreen in the summer, and they completely forget about, UV rays in the winter, and wonder why did I get sun damage? Well, derp.
I find the best way not to worry about sunscreen is just to live in a cave and not
Or
do
wear a
that.
onesie. You could wear a bear onesie. That's a really good way to make sure that.
I almost got my brother a cow onesie, and then he saw them, and he said, "Oh, I want one of those." I said, "I almost got you one." He said, "Why didn't you?" I said, "Because it's a cow onesie, and I know you'd wear it around Walmart with your udders sticking out everywhere."
Exactly.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Right? That'd be so funny.
So you're saying you don't want your
burns.
brother to be on the people of Walmart.
He would try
Yes.
to be on the people of Walmart.
I think you haven't lived life unless you have made your way onto the people of Walmart. I'm just saying. That's like that would be a dream come true.
Then I'm glad I haven't.
All right.
My brother is one of those, like, I'll be walking around, trying to have a little bit of dignity, and he's over here, like, contorting in the. What are you doing? What? God.
Does he feel all the melons?
Jesus.
Hey, it could be worse. He could be twerking it.
He'd be making me the best cucumber. I mean, this is my brother. My brother's awesome. He's pretty cool.
I was gonna say, Karis, if you need to blame anybody for him, you need to.
What?
He's saying blame Canada.
I'm
Oh,
blaming Canada because of this Arctic weather that we're having here in this week.
well, I'm kind of thanking Canada because they're teaching me how to,
Survive.
actually enjoy
Say-
the cold.
Say you're sorry.
For those who don't follow my Twitter, I've been tweeting about my ventures out in the cold and my freezing
snow.
hand bones.
So stupid.
There are times.
It's perfect hot tub weather.
It is perfect hot tub.
There are times I have to say that gloves can be helpful.
I cannot hear you, Jared.
Really? Weird.
You're partially roboting and cutting out at the same time.
Yeah, I
Are
think
you streaming? Oh yeah, you're
The
streaming.
mouse is still
Duh.
after you, Jared.
I have no idea why everything has just decided to go to shit.
It's the mouse. I'm telling you, it's the mouse.
It was doing it for no damn reason for the last 2 weeks.
Oh. I was listening the other day. It was doing it. It's pretty funny.
Me and Jay were sending pictures of our snow and ice and
I
all of
sent
that.
Karis the video of that too. I think.
Yeah,
did you?
it was adorable.
yeah,
No, I
of
thought I
the
sent.
of the
Did I
puppies.
send you? Did I send you the?
Mhm.
I thought I sent you the one with the snow shoveling. I did too. Yeah, I did. I sent that to you a little while ago.
Oh, this is freaky.
Oh wow!
I don't know what's so freaky about that. Looks normal to me.
I mean,
So I see you're auditioning for Tremors 7.
I just thought he was a Democrat.
yeah.
Oh,
What?
I thought,
No,
I
he's
thought
a-
it was the Republicans that were doing like that.
No, he's the Green Party representative.
No, didn't you hear? All Democrats are baby-eating, Satan
Yeah.
worshiping.
I thought it was just Anderson Cooper.
Wait,
No, Anderson Cooper is a robot like Mark Zuckerberg is. It's Wolf Blitzer who's the reptilian.
Oh yeah.
have you been talking to Darth Dawkins again?
Maybe.
Oh, hang on. We found the reptilian.
Oh, good.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Lord Burns is.
Never mind. I'll be
Illuminati.
nice. I'll be nice.
No, you won't. No, you
I
won't.
was gonna say something inappropriate.
Because we never do that here. Oh, by the way.
No.
I
This inappropriate is a bit
have-
more
I'm,
inappropriate than it probably needs to be.
Oh.
I'm taking my truth serum, so there may be alcohol involved.
Hey.
Thing is, I should go off air and just start recording.
I can't. What? Jared, you sound like you
Oh,
have a ball
Jared.
gag in right now.
Oh.
How do you know he doesn't?
Because the rest of you can understand me somehow?
Kind of.
No, not really.
It's
See,
like
and
I
yet you
can
answer.
And I can't. It's like I can't.
Didn't say there was anything wrong with it. I was just saying that
Well,
that's apparently what it was.
Burns took it off so quickly, so obviously he thinks there's something wrong with being a techno wizard.
Static image.
I'm gonna sue you for false advertisement.
Very, very false advertisement there.
Oh, that's better. La-ti-da.
So, Jared, that guy that I made the comment about, feel bad for your poor choice.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a Dolphins and a Bucks fan, as in the Buccaneers. Lakers, Panthers / Avalanche, Mets / Rays.
So he's the ultimate bandwagon.
Pretty much.
The Panthers coach makes me laugh.
The Panthers is the Florida Panthers from hockey.
Oh,
I was gonna
That-
say,
that-
does he just like Florida teams?
No, because he likes the Mets.
Oh, he likes the Mets. Wait,
Hence
people
my
like
comment
the
about
Mets?
poor choices. Or what? How did I phrase it properly? It was I'm sorry for you making that poor life choice.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see if OBS is not going to shit the bed again.
It's OBS. It's gonna shit the bed.
For
You
no
sound better now, Jared.
fucking reason.
For
I
now.
just think Jared would be better.
There you go.
It's clearly a horse.
Clearly. Of a different stripe.
But is he black with white stripes or white with black stripes?
are we still
Yes.
talking
Yes.
about horses?
I need Jared. Now I have to go talk to Sanut about getting that song.
I guess they're all of the horse kind.
Mm.
Jared, do you know which song I'm talking about?
I do not.
You don't know it. All right, I will send you a link to it.
Are you
There's your
having
horse.
fun in the clouds? Oh,
Aha!
Mr. Ed.
I am Mr. Ed.
God, I remember that show.
I'm sorry, I was watched TV on Friday, which I never get. I haven't watched
Oh.
TV, like real TV, in forever. Most of the time.
Wait, when
I'm
you say
busy.
real TV, you mean like
Like-
not streamed from the internet?
Right. Like I
Is that
actually-
still a thing?
I actually sat
I've
down
heard it
on my
might be.
couch and watched regular television. And
Who are you? and what did
uh,
you do with Coral?
I know.
What
I
world
would-
do you come from?
It
you a
was
time
bizarre. It was bizarre. And I was watching Matlock and Perry Mason and Mr. Ed, of course. So we had to watch all of it was old shows. and
I don't
stuff
like
that. It was
TV
really
for
cool.
the simple fact that they tell you what you
Oh,
can
I didn't
watch
know
in what
TV
time slots, and I rebel against that. Like if
I
I,
didn't know
want to
Team
watch,
Skeptic was going to be here.
Honestly.
Aha!
The real TV I do not like, and I pressed pause. So, and then I went and made dinner. So that way, by the time I got back to my back to the couch, I could fast forward through most of the commercials, so I wouldn't have to watch the fucking commercials.
oh wait,
I will.
you're watching TV that you can pause and fast forward.
TV.
Oh,
Well,
Okay, that's
I-
different.
I mean,
Jared, check your Discord DMs when you get a chance.
I will say the one thing that I do miss about real TV is being able to at like any time in the middle of the night just sit down, flip to channels until something comes on the screen, and then just watch it because of the hell of it.
right, I had no idea I wanted to watch Matlock and Perry Mason, but apparently I did. And
like-
you know the best part though is like you can see exactly what type of market they believe is watching these shows. And going by the commercials, I need some sort of fallen down and cannot get up. We need to save the children and the ones with the red hats. What are those? The Shriners.
Shriners.
The
yeah.
Shriner.
The
Yep.
Shriners.
Yep. You got to give a bear a hug thing with the
Reverse mortgage. Had to have
Oh,
reverse
yep,
mortgage
yep.
in there.
I had to get a reverse mortgage and to call about that, of
Oh,
course.
don't forget the sit down tub, the one that opens up the door. You know, you got to have that.
Yeah, that one didn't show up. I got a
What about
bunch of the-
catheters?
They were pushing the Shriners really hard. So
I'm
I got
sorry.
a whole
Where
bunch
did
of those.
catheters come in here?
Oh, because in these commercial breaks.
Oh yeah,
What?
and
um,
the diabetes, the
Yes, diabetes.
diabetes, yeah, the diabetes thing.
If
Yeah.
you're really lucky, you get the old guy. What was his
Wilford
name?
Brimley.
Yes, Wilford Brimley.
Diabetes.
Diabetes. Oh, I saw the Shat talk about cleaning out his CPAP.
No, yeah.
And then we also the single payer thing. What is it? Single care or whatever with Martin Sheen or Martin
Oh
Sheen.
yeah.
So
Yeah, Is that the one where you're doing it with Charlie Sheen as well?
no, this one was the one where they apparently they're recycling the older ones, and they had him on a phone, and he was talking to her over the phone. So they could,
Oh wow.
you know, I'm guessing it's because of COVID, but you never know.
Blaming it on the coof is always a safe bet.
So yeah, so I'm it's always interesting when I'm watching that stuff because I'm like, I wonder if they know, like, I wonder if they know that part of their market is definitely not someone who's over the age of like 70.
Well, what time of day are you watching these?
Okay, this is the first time I had sat down and watched this, and this was like 7 p.m. on a Friday. It was just
That
it was
is weird.
prime time. Yeah, I was like, really, but yeah, it was Matlock and Perry Mason and stuff. I was like, oh, okay.
That's because young people don't have normal
There we go.
cable television. They just like stream stuff. It's
Yeah.
just the old people that have cable television.
I mean, it's the first time I watched it in such a long time, so I
Which
was just
confuses me
like,
about older people because older people were around way back when, and so they know that innovation and keeping up with stuff is how, we made America great. So you would think they'd want to stay up with the times and not
Yeah,
be
but
stuck-
Karis, back
They-
in their day,
No, you got to remember they have
Don't
a
click
hard.
the link, Coral. Don't click the link.
They have a
what
hard
I
time.
want to.
They have a hard time keeping it up now.
If you do, mute your mic, because I
know.
literally clipped it. You'll laugh when you hear this.
Okay, I won't. I promise.
Or you can watch it, just use headphones, and then all we get is the response, and it makes people wonder.
Aha.
Jared
What
is
is
going
that?
to
Is
start
that
get,
a
Jared will start getting
That's
overly
Squidward.
honest answers in
Let's
text
see here if I
the
can get
more
to
I
work
drink.
Burns
Oh.
has like a butt ash cheek on his
He's Squidward.
No.
chin.
No, that is model Squidward.
Yeah. Aha.
He looks
I
like
actually
the
only had,
head
like, a
from
shot or two.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, jeez.
do not look behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Right. I am the great Wizard of Oz.
What if you're wearing the curtain?
Could
I
be
mean,
fun.
That'd be fabulous.
Yeah. That could be interesting.
Maybe you do want to look behind the curtain.
Oh, here we go. Aha.
I've
That
worn a shower
rabbit-
curtain or two when I sent the broad crashing down. I mean, just saying,
Wait,
Burns is the carrot.
Which, can we just say, side side note, do not give carrots to your rabbit.
No, you should not. The keratin is actually bad for your rabbit, especially in the large amounts in the carrot. And lots of people take the Bugs Bunny route and say, hey, I just got this new rabbit. I'm going to feed it a pile of carrots. And then you kill your rabbit.
Yes.
Just
If you
with
want
a
to
lot of
give,
animals.
if you want to give your rabbits any part of the carrot, you can give them the green part, and that is it. The carrot ends. That is it.
Yeah, it's like with most small animals like that. You don't give them a whole lot of any particular type of food. You kind of have to diversify it.
You'd be
And then
surprised how many come into rescue that they're like, we're like, so what type of diet is your bunny on? And they're like, oh, iceberg lettuce, carrots, stuff like that. And you're like,
And let me guess, it's iceberg lettuce which has no nutritional value.
Yeah. iceberg lettuce. And you're like, seriously? Like,
Hmm.
It's almost like YouTube isn't a thing. They can't, like, I bought a rabbit. Here, let me YouTube what to feed it.
yeah.
That's what I did when I got a hedgehog. That's what I did when I got a hedgehog. It's like, okay, what can the hedgehog eat? Oh, don't give it this, but you can give it pretty much anything else to eat.
I mean, it's really, a basic Google. A basic Google. That's all you gotta do.
Oh, come on.
And
You're expecting people to research stuff?
Yes. I'm asking for a basic Google.
And there is
Please.
rabbit. I mean, if you bought a rabbit somewhere, chances are there is rabbit food nearby where you bought it. Try getting the rabbit food.
Walmart sells it.
Yeah, even Walmart has rabbit food.
Yeah, but I really don't recommend Walmart.
No, but it's still better than feeding it a pile of fucking carrots.
I want to speak to
Yeah.
your manager.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh, Lord. Oh my
It's
gosh.
like the ghost
All
of
right,
Aaron
AT2.
past.
I was just going to say that, Carl. What the fuck?
That's the
Are you
fastest
me?
that Karen has
Are
ever
you me?
left.
Maybe.
Coral is me.
That could make things interesting.
Well,
Not showing this one yet.
I heard something about a Coral and Karis sandwich last week.
Hey,
Come
hey,
hell.
I would,
I got
I
a
would be
call
down
from
with
You
that.
Wished.
Oh, that's right. He was the one who answered it.
Mm-hmm. Remember, I've been to his house. He lives like 45 minutes from me.
Part
If
of
he
me
was
wants
for
to
me,
say
it'd like
be
2 or 3
afraid, but
hours.
he's not here to partake of the joke.
we had a fun conversation last week on gun control, on gun rights.
Yeah,
HR.
it's not. Please,
I saw
no.
something
don't wanna
about
hear
that.
it, sugar.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's the
We-
other reason why the monetization stayed at nothing.
Yeah.
We had one of those over on the Four Swordsmen last week. Yeah.
Well,
with
at least you're
Fohammer.
prepared. I was talking out of my ass a little bit.
I mean,
I walked into it. I don't know what the hell you guys were talking about. I walked in. It's like, oh, I'm going to jump on these. And it's gun control this, gun control that. They're going to take my gun.
I'm
Yeah.
still waiting for an actual support of that claim that they are going to take the guns that aren't registered.
well, there was the argument that was put up last week that it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
We live in Missouri. Nobody's going to touch anybody's guns.
Unless you
Look,
ask them to.
Missouri's not even a state.
We're just,
Missouri.
we're something. I'm not sure what we are.
Whole day in hell when I recognize Missouri.
Don't ever say Missouri around me.
I'm not in Missouri though.
No, you're
No, you're in
I know.
Illinois.
Misery.
I wasn't going to say where you were at, but I knew where you were.
Yeah. I'm in Illinois.
Wait, you
It's a big
mean
state.
Illinois is more than just Chicago?
No.
I mean,
You got Chicago and
Eh.
outside Chicago.
You got Chicago and Aurora.
Right. Chicago,
Pretty much.
Aurora, and Springfield because, they got,
Well, everyone has a
Yeah.
Springfield, so
yeah.
Missouri has
Aha.
a Springfield.
Springfield, Anytown, USA. Because,
Burns is just a
Simpsons.
mindless sheep.
The sheeple.
Well, weren't they trying to figure out which Springfield the show, The Simpsons, was actually supposed to take place in?
Didn't they explain it? Didn't they explain it in like either the movie or one of the episodes?
No, the answer is yes, because there are pieces of everyone. Because there's a Springfield, Massachusetts. So why do you think Mayor Quimby has the overly played
Oh,
Kennedy
Jerry's giving me
accent?
seizures.
So,
hold on, we-
in
I'll
the
just shut
movie, the reference is like when they're like, "Oh, look, you can see this state, that state," and they list off 8 states. It's all the 8 states that border states with Springfield, so which are far apart. That like they're nowhere connected. The show originally was based on Springfield, Oregon, though, but canonically, it's its own Springfield.
Okay, and we do have a super chat from Rodent No Last Name for $5. 6+ weeks of intake training, 2 days of discharge. Discuss.
No.
No.
If you have 2 days of discharge, see a doctor.
No.
I mean, he's got to let it all out after that 6+ weeks of intake.
Are you in labor? Do you need help?
2 days of discharge.
Some labor lasts that long. But I think what he was more referring to was police training with firearms.
With what arms?
Well, I honestly don't think that he was actually referring to labor, so you're probably right.
Can't hug our children with nuclear arms.
Oh my gosh, I was watching. What was I watching?
I'm just waiting for
was-
the punishing texts to come in.
I was watching someone react. It was a YouTube channel, I think, that was reacting to historical children's toys, and they were just like, "Yeah, I think we're just trying to kill the children. That's what we're doing." And one of the things was like an atomic set that actually had like uranium and stuff in it. Like,
Jesus.
yeah.
Powers on $1,000 camera with $500 lens, $450 of audio interface, $400 mic, $300 worth of lights, $250 worth of RGB. Starts OBS on a $3,000 PC. Video quote to take: gear doesn't matter. And that is pretty much every streamer / YouTube video creators like, oh yeah, gear doesn't matter. But let me tell you what I'm using.
Pretty much,
hell,
right? That's why
I just posted a video on my gaming channel about my mixer, which is $600, and I'm like, you could go with the Yeti, nice, but you want something better. Go with what I got.
Well, to be fair, I mean, like, my microphone's like $30, my headset's $30, my webcam is $40. So, and my TV that I'm using because I don't have a monitor right now is like $129. The computer is more expensive than everything else of that.
Guys are
Oh, the
constantly
wind is
comparing their
amazing.
equipment. Jesus.
All right, what's
Mine's
this
bigger.
meme
Yeah.
that Eric's sharing? I
It's
can't
an
read
old
the-
Plymouth.
I can't
This
read
old
the
Plymouth
top.
is for sale in a
It's an old
junkyard.
red
For
Plymouth
some-
Fury.
Yeah, for some
old
reason,
Plymouth
nobody
Fury?
wants to take it home and restore it.
Mine's a snowball because I like.
Of course it is,
Thank you,
Karen.
Karen.
You're welcome, Jay.
One word, Christine. I'll just leave. Just Google Plymouth Fury and then the name Christine. You'll learn everything you'll need to know.
Sean Carroll says, "I've got a bigger hard drive than you."
Probably.
It's not the size of your hard drive; it's how you use it.
Are you talking about physical dimensions or capacity?
Hard drive.
That's a good question.
Oh,
And-
baby, you should see his partitions. Oh,
And is it a hard disk drive or a solid state drive?
Well, it's got to be a hard disk drive if he's saying hard drive, because a solid state drive wouldn't be a hard drive.
the more solid, the better.
Does it spin?
How fast does it spin?
Jesus.
Not fast enough.
Oh yeah, Jared's still here. Hi, Jared.
Is he though? I
As
think
he
at this
sends
point-
another text.
I think at this point we just run the channel.
I'm just in charge of the buttons at this point, and I know how to press them.
Jesus.
Pause.
Oh, no, not the military training.
No, it's more like
basic training is what he was referring to.
Well, to
Only
be
6
fair,
weeks.
if he's having issues,
6 weeks. What is that for?
No, he did
Air
say
Force?
Air Force.
He did say
Oh.
6+.
Oh, okay.
Which could mean
Wait,
literally
what,
anything
Air
after 6.
Right. Like
I
the shortest
could-
one is Air Force, right? At 6 weeks.
I
And
thought they
then-
upped it to 8.
Did they?
Well, 6+, that
think
goes
they
that
did.
falls into 6+. Oh, Peter, that's still, oh,
fucking forget
you know,
it.
5.5-inch WAV floppy is enormous. I'm just saying, by worldwide standards. WAV
It's a
floppy is
shower,
only-
not a grower.
Whoa! Are we in Fargo again?
Apparently, there's a third option between burial and cremation.
Oh Jesus!
The
Okay.
output is
Is that a
pointing the wrong
Volvo?
way.
Is that
Have you
a
guys heard
Volvo?
Have you guys heard the Monty Python sketch about this?
No. Maybe.
The Undertaker sketch? Yes. I've
Yes,
heard
the Undertaker sketch.
I don't
No,
know
that's what I
that
was-
one.
it. Hey, Fred, I think
Yeah.
we have an Ida.
I'll turn the oven on.
But
And either.
I will
do you mean
say
either?
I was watching. What was I watching? I don't remember what I was watching. But anyways, they were actually talking about there is a guy. I want to say it's in Oregon or Washington State. I'm not sure which, but he actually gets cremated remains and he mixes it in with a special feed and
damn it,
molasses and feeds it to animals.
That is
Uh,
so sad.
Quite the time.
So what were you going to tell me, Karis?
Just say I wasn't necessarily telling you anything. I was just remarking that you're correct on the direction of the output on that thing.
Oh yeah. I mean, which component that you could do that with any computer component?
Sorry,
Sean
I
Carroll.
couldn't understand anything
I-
you
I
said. I,
mean,
was
to find out-
distracted.
I mean, for crying out loud, there is actually a component called
Thanks,
layout.
Jared.
You're welcome.
Are we gonna have a after the after show where we're actually reading more of, because we started off pre-gaming with some adult comics.
Oh,
I won't say the word.
Wrote no last name is a tuna can.
Oh my god, stop.
That
I
is
love this so much. Yes. I love it.
Avocats.
I love the phone number.
Yeah.
Avocat. Oh my god, there's
If
so
that-
much I love about this meme.
If that hasn't been tweeted to that lawyer, you should totally go tweet that to that lawyer
Get more
or the
business
judge
from this.
or the judge. Tweet it
Or
to the
the
judge.
yeah.
How drunk are you? Who are you
Yes.
asking? And
I'm not
You
I'm
have
not
to be
actually
specific.
necessarily drunk. I'm tipsy, but
I'm
that's not
drinking
necessarily going
tea,
to be the
so I'm not
case all
drinking.
night. I'm probably going to get drunk, especially since Furbo isn't here. I have to take his place in the getting drunk department.
Well, if that's the case, then we might need to, kind of shoot up some Quick Flash for Among Us, and
Okay, that was a great
I've
one
still
there,
never-
Burns.
I've still never played Among Us except for like the once or twice I tried in here.
I
and
haven't either.
failed miserably. I'm like, I'm the imposter. What am I supposed to do?
you just go
Sounds
right
like
into
we
the-
need
Kill
to play some
everybody.
more
You're
Among
supposed
Us.
to kill everybody. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yes, the goal of the imposter is to kill the crew or prevent them from completing their tasks.
Okay.
Now, apparently, they've added new roles to the crew members too.
I'm more of a support person. Can I like just be a healer?
Oh, we have a question. Just to trigger some people, where do the panel members think that the line for inciting violence should be drawn? What counts as inciting violence?
Isn't that a legal question with an actual answer?
Yes.
So I don't think. I guess what I would recommend is going to look that up. I didn't even realize I was Leon asking that. Sorry, Leon. I just gave a very bitchy response to that.
Because it's Leon doesn't mean that you shouldn't be allowed to give your bitchy response.
Actually, it encourages it.
Oh, right, yeah, I was going to say, actually, it's probably the other way around.
I mean, according to our Senate, not inciting actual violence.
I think Trump was actually correct on something. He could kill somebody on Fifth Avenue and he would not get in trouble for it.
I mean,
Oh yeah, it's already of that opinion. So
You know, I'm not for, inciting violence or anything like that. But
I don't think anybody's listening to you.
nope. Yeah. Thanks, Burns. I'm not a cat.
You're a cat.
I'm not a cat.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Well,
Okay, I
there's
think
some-
Leon is trying to see where we think, if we think there, in this case, is a difference between legality and, say, like morality. And often there is a difference, in my opinion, and this might be one of those times. So he's asking, it's a legal question in the case of the court, but where do you personally think the line should be drawn?
And a silence
Oh.
fills the room.
I don't know.
Yeah, same.
that's
That's-
generally a situation where I would kind of look at the particulars of a certain case to make that determination.
I was gonna say, that's a hard one to just go. Well, here, if you say these exact phrases, because there's always going to be like, or stuff like that. There's always got to be a bit of that gray area.
And I would say, generally, if you're inviting a whole bunch of people to come see you who are armed, and are armed, and you encourage them to go out and
Be armed.
and push and fight, then you're inciting violence.
Yeah, I would say it still boils down to a call to action, whether that
But I'm not
action
going
whether that
to pick
action
specific
is
words.
directly stated or indirectly stated. It is a call to action, and that is the issue.
I guess where I am on it is I don't know the full extent of. I have not read the laws that are applicable in cases like these, so I'm not sure yet where my opinion would be as far as, is the law being exhaustive enough? Is it being too exhaustive? Is it, I don't know where I may or may not differentiate from what is actually stated in the law as it stands right now. So I can't actually give my opinion on this with regard to.
Well, here's the federal statute for incitement. I'm sharing on my screen.
Okay, my eyes just glossed over. I'm not reading that. have I mentioned
Basically,
I'm
here.
diagnosed with ADD and I'm on medication for it, so I'm not reading that.
All right, so 18 U.S. Code Section 2102, Part B. Quote: As used in this chapter, the term quote to incite a riot, end quote, or quote to organize, promote, encourage, participate in, or carry on a riot, end quote, includes but not limited to urging or instigating other persons to riot, but shall not be deemed to mean the mere oral or written 1, advocacy of ideas, or 2, the expression of belief not involving advocacy of any act or acts of violence, or assertion of the rightness of or the right to commit any such acts, end quote. Basically, incitement.
You can sympathize, but you can't incite.
Basically, you can't call a direct action, is what they're getting at, which is where people get confused about the Brandenburg case or the Brandenburg Standard, which deals with KKK members having their rally filmed by a local reporter, only to have them be charged by the state for basically incitement to commit a crime, which they never were able to prove that they committed a crime after the fact. So, and that's kind of that's the standard, is that we have a certain amount of free speech, and that, you know, the right to offend and the right to make people feel uncomfortable is protected speech under the First Amendment. So,
to what extent are there circumstances under which, or a certain amount of sympathy that
you have to prove that the intent is there to incite. As far as a legal standard,
Right.
for morality, it's, you know, you can hear something and feel that it is an incitement, but it's not necessarily
because
incitement.
I mean, I can be technically on the right side of the law in just expressing my belief or my sympathy towards a cause, but I can do it so strongly with inciting words.
Well,
I can do it
a perfect example in modern times is what's his name now? Richard.
How about Rudy Giuliani,
No,
who basically said trial by combat?
That was
Richard
Giuliani
Spencer.
is not
Yeah.
Trump, though.
Giuliani
know.
couldn't
Right, I
kill
know.
somebody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it. Trump could.
To be
Right.
fair, though,
Right.
like to point out, like, why
But-
everybody wants to kind of point to legal stuff here with like the impeachment stuff. An impeachment process is not a legal process; it's a
No, it's
political
not.
process.
And the defense kept trying to equate it that way.
Yeah,
Right.
Well, it's not a true criminal
Yeah,
process,
but that's
it
what they-
is.
it's a political process. It's just
It's
Yeah.
a political process based on a criminal activity.
Yeah, but they kept
But-
trying to say it was a criminal process based off of what
Correct.
they had.
I mean,
Well, it's
the-
not
they
even necessarily a criminal activity, because that's another thing. Is like people want to point to the high crimes and misdemeanors as to point to actually criminal law. And that's not actually what the
No.
term means historically.
Yeah.
Pretty
No.
much the high crime and misdemeanors just means that if they commit anything that's
Outside of
considered an
social
issue,
norm. Outside
and
of social norm.
pretty much the only
Well-
the only group that has determined what is a high crime and misdemeanor worthy of impeachment is the House.
so, but
So-
what I was saying
$5
though is
super chat from Rodent No Last Name. Why are so many adult comics so juvenile in content? Have you met the cross section of adults in America?
right.
Have you watched this show recently?
Define juvenile.
I mean,
I'm coming.
right? No.
Again?
And just go
Always.
completely boobs and deep throating bananas 24/7. Really? Really?
I could have done the train.
Rodent No Last Name. Does this answer your question?
And if it doesn't, why does it not answer your question?
And I have
I'm
more
sure
sound
Jay
bites if
could-
we need to.
I'm
Uh-oh.
quite sure you do.
It's just,
I'm probably going to get a string of texts tomorrow after Furball watches this.
Look, it's his own fault for not being here live.
No,
Yeah,
he's
because the tea
he's
was
busy
surprisingly
tonight.
large.
I mean, equal opportunity there, Karis.
Oh well, thanks.
I didn't say that he didn't have good reason for not being here. I just said that, it's his own fault for not being here.
Bullshit.
Furball never has a good reason not to be here.
Yeah, he's a warrant officer.
Do they even
It's not
exist?
proven yet.
What's that, Jared? What?
Do they even exist? I mean,
How can he be a warrant officer? We've seen him. No.
Yeah, right.
That's just to throw us off the trail.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
I can vouch for his existence, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I
vouch
can
for-
too.
I've seen the people saluting him through a gate. I can vouch.
Wait, people
I've
salute
had
a
dinner
warrant
with him,
officer?
so
Yeah. Especially if you're an E4 like me.
yeah, I never.
Well,
That could have been part of my problem. Is I only partly respected someone for their rank. To me, it was just, oh, you've. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself before I piss off too many people with that one.
it doesn't matter because they can barely understand you anyway because you're roboting again.
Oh, no. You guys are having the hard time understanding me. The audio through OBS to the audience is fine.
Oh, lovely.
Of course.
Somebody translate for Jared, please, from the side chat. Thank you.
I don't know if they can.
We want the transcript of what Jared's saying.
I don't think they can keep up.
Now
here's
you're
your transcript.
now you're just kidding.
I'm sorry, we left
Oh.
our English to English dictionary at home.
Jared's sending me gifts and talking about people not being able to keep up. Jackass.
Okay. So my sister just sent me a tweet. She said, okay, what do you think about these? And she sent me a link. It's 30 dumbest questions ever asked online.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Why is the Earth flat?
There is one that's sort of like that. All right. Do you want to hear the 30 questions?
Unfortunately.
You do? Okay. All right. Number 1. Should I tell my parents I'm adopted?
Sorry, what?
Yes.
Should I
Please.
tell my parents I'm adopted?
And film it while you're at it.
It only goes downhill from there.
This one includes a slur. So we'll skip over that one. It's asking whether a certain group of people have night vision.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah. Next one. If I eat myself, will I get twice as big or disappear completely?
Somebody was high when they asked that one.
Right? Right. Somebody was.
High or
Definitely.
horny?
It really depends on, because calories in, calories out. So it really depends on how many calories you've had that day, plus how many calories you've expended that day, and how much of yourself you're going to be eating.
I
So
mean,
And was it a clone?
And the real
Could
question
you-
is, are they Pizza the Hut?
He was found in his limousine. He ate himself to
and
death.
their own calorie count. How high is their own calorie count? That has to be 50.
right. Okay. Does it take 18 months for twins to be born, or 9?
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh, here you go. Do you think NASA invented thunderstorms to cover up the sound of space battles?
Yes.
Tell it to a flat earther and they'll roll with it.
Yeah, probably.
But I thought they're space deniers, so
No, but
Q.
because it's got
Q did
NASA in it, they'll
Just
use it
blame
somewhere.
it on Q.
blame it on Q and the Jewish space lasers.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, didn't they have
Well,
something like that in
Jared,
South?
kiss your monetization goodbye there for that one.
Oh, sorry.
Didn't they have something like that in South Park?
Well, now we do gotta get a game plan so we can stay monetized.
Okay. Can I swallow an ice cube whole or hold on. I swallowed an ice cube whole and I haven't pooped it out.
Wow.
That mm,
How big is the Pacific Ocean?
That big.
it's specifically that big.
Literally.
Wait, is that the Rachel Maddow literally or the real literally?
Literally.
Whoa.
Is it the apparent horizon?
Okay. How am I sure I'm the real mom of my kid?
Peter Harrington is
actually-
asking the real questions from the side chat. The real question is, if you could eat yourself, would you swallow?
Oh, I ran out of my other hair product. I'm gonna use Gorilla Glue to get the hole. Oh my fucking
I think
God.
she thought
Did
it was
you
gorilla
see?
snot.
No.
No.
She
No.
did a video
What
on it.
happened?
She
Did
did a
she?
video
Uh-huh.
explaining it. She is an abject moron.
Okay, so Signese sent me a DM on Twitter saying something about KY and Gorilla Glue, and I had no idea what she was talking about. I assumed that she was talking about this.
Oh,
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
If you want to be
just think how dumb the average person is, and then realize that half the people are dumber than that.
Okay, but I want to know about the Gorilla Glue.
Okay. So what I saw was that was the girl basically did her hair for like TikTok or something like that with Gorilla Glue. As far as I knew, it was an accident, but
No.
the part that I saw was
I-
later on she had to keep it on for like a month, and she finally like went to go get medical help or whatever because it had been sitting on there and she had tried various things to try to get it removed, and the ER basically just sent her back home with like acetone and like
Acetone.
wipes
Acetone.
and like acetone and like
Oh, that's going to do horrible things to her hair.
yes. And so then I saw later on she had tried some other videos of her trying different things, and finally she did get a doctor that went ahead and did like a $12,000 surgery for free for her, and he basically came up with his own formula, and he had like a mannequin that he took, like he did a thing with the wigs and actually sprayed on his thing using chemistry to get it off, and it was like a 4-hour long surgery.
The point I was going to bring up though is apparently for us to make a decent amount of fucking money, we got to do something really fucking stupid.
You mean like the screen I'm sharing right now?
I mean, you could just be gay.
Well, there's a certain Orthodox rabbi thinking getting the COVID vaccine will make you gay.
But will it
Right,
turn
I
the
mean-
frogs gay?
right.
But I mean, what if the person's not gay and they just want to be gay? You know, like
I mean-
they just can't help but be attracted to women, and they just really wish that they weren't.
I'm
There's a
bi,
bunch
now
of
what?
really fabulous rainbows, and they want to be a part of the rainbow crew.
Right? Like women can be really hard to deal with sometimes, and you know, sometimes it'd just be easier if you were gay and you're not.
I'm still waiting for the vaccine to cure my autism.
Right?
Oh, here you go. How do I ask a question on Yahoo Answers? This was asked on Yahoo Answers.
Brilliant.
That had to have been a troll asking that one.
Yeah. Okay, why are there holes in the cat's fur always in the right places for their eyes?
What?
I
Oh my god.
I'm
is this person
confused.
skinning cats and not looking at the furs
Oh,
on them?
shit.
Nikki,
Oh,
on that
God.
last one, you said that had to be a troll answer, but to be honestly, I have had people email me questions.
This is why I
that
don't like
were-
the saying there's more than one way to skin a cat. I just don't like it.
I've had people email me questions that were answered in the email they were responding to.
Oh, here you go. WTF is Obama's last name. Does anyone know?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, here you go. How far of a drive is it from Miami to Florida?
Mm.
It's a very short drive. You know what? You might as well just walk.
No, it's
Just
actually
walk down the end. Just walk down the end of your driveway. You'll be fine.
no. It actually is a pretty far drive from Miami to Florida, but you got to go east.
You know, though, to be honest, I could understand how you would think that Miami is not the rest of Florida.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, I like Cape
What?
Canaveral, so fuck Miami.
What does a quarter till 4 mean? Like, why is it called that? Because a quarter is worth 25 cents. So why is it 15 minutes?
I wondered this when I was 6.
Yes, but see, you grew up, Karis.
I mean, that's debatable.
When do you learn fractions? Second or third grade? So I mean, it's a fair question up until that point.
All right, I'm so lost. Isn't the NFL just for the US? So how does New England have a team? Somebody
Here's
Wordswall's
here's a question: why does all of New England share a team?
Oh, there's a Miami in Oklahoma. Somebody pointed out a Miami in Ohio. There's one in Oklahoma too. Just
Oh,
so you
okay.
know that.
Oh, got
Just like there's a Mexico, Missouri.
There is. There's
That's
also a
fine.
Cuba. We have a
Okay.
Cuba,
Virginia has
Missouri.
Jamaica.
Okay.
There's a Paris, Texas.
Actually,
Are
go
chickens
through Paris,
considered
Texas.
animals or birds?
What?
Yes. Just,
I think
yes.
that's
Considered animals or birds?
What?
I told you, yes.
They must have gone to the Kent Hovind School of Biology.
Right. It's the right same kind. It's the same kind. Is African a religion?
According
Like
to Rachel
Merkin
Dole,
is a
all-
language.
according to Rachel Dole, is all it could be.
Oh,
Merkin is a language.
Merca.
Merca.
America. Hey, we
Well,
speak
well,
English and bad English.
To be fair, there are some websites when you go to like the auto translate, it will be have British English and the American English.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it in
Okay.
Missouri too. Hey, Mike71 knows their Missouri.
nice. All right, here we go. Is it possible for tattoos to get passed on genetically from parent to child?
Oh.
I mean,
Yes.
if you consider a birthmark, I mean,
I'm just gonna go with yes because if you're dumb enough to ask that question, you're probably not smart enough to have a kid.
I still like the
And
rule.
yet people still do.
I still like the agreement that my first wife and I.
That's a good one for flat earthers.
Right? If Batman parents are died, then how was he born?
Order of events.
Yep.
Right. Oh, this next one. Oh. Is an egg a fruit or a vegetable?
It's an embryo.
Neither.
Yeah, it's
A fruit?
Well, technically it could be if you are using a derogatory usage of the term fruit.
No, it's a butt nugget.
Oh no! I just imagine this.
Got a good super chat for you.
I'm not reading that.
Okay, well, rodent no last name for $5 said, "I discriminate against dwarves because of their underground abilities. Does that make me racist or heightist?"
Both.
I'm gonna go with heightist.
I'm gonna go with racist because it's about their abilities, not their height.
They're not
And I just
small.
want to say I want to say on that note, I discriminate against elves. Fuck elves.
No,
Oh, dude.
What?
Furball's an elf. No,
Aww.
It's like I play elves most of the time in D&D, or at least
It depends on where the dwarves are. Those
We will
MCU
fight
dwarves
you.
are huge.
We will fight you over elves. I'm just saying.
Right?
That's my problem with elves. Everybody wants to be an elf. Fuck
Because
elves.
elves are awesome. Elves
No.
are awesome.
With their little pointy ears like Spock.
That's all right.
We can't
I
see
now
our
know what I'm
ears,
going to do.
Squirrel.
I now know what I'm going to do. I'm going to order a pair of elf ears off Amazon, and I'm going to start wearing them on the stream when I have the money available.
I was a moon
Absolutely.
elf for Halloween.
You must. That would be beautiful.
What? No, I was a moon elf. I have.
Well, I want to see pictures.
Yeah, right?
Pixar, it didn't happen.
Right?
didn't take pictures.
Why?
But
Why
you'll
did?
have to do it again.
Right? How did you not take pictures?
Because I'm not very. I don't get along with cameras. You guys
Well,
have
you're-
seen.
Yeah, we've seen you on. You're adorable. So why can't we
You're
see
very
pictures?
kind. I didn't take them.
Well,
I have
you
nothing
need
against
to like.
Kitsune.
You need to do it, and then take pictures. So we need to see. With the cute little ears.
I just use my own ears. They point out enough.
Exactly. Cute little ears. Okay. All right. We only have 3 more. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
3 more. This next one's pretty good. All right. Is whale sperm the reason why the ocean is so salty?
Theoretically,
It could be.
Well,
I mean, not
considering
just whales.
dolphins.
whales, dolphins, fish.
Jared, you
And-
forget
and-
that I've seen these and have them.
Under the sea.
I can't remember which ones I did or didn't share.
What's that?
I can't remember which ones I did or didn't share.
You just share these everywhere, do you?
No, I share them so infrequently.
Okay, number 29.
It's adorable.
We have 2 more left. Do babies poop in the womb?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
That's-
Googleable
that's-
answer.
But that's a fair question.
I know. I was going to say, that's not really a dumb question. I mean, I never really thought about it.
Oh,
I mean-
Oh, placement is great.
I'm probably gonna have to go back.
I'm
and,
wondering, like, what kind
Man.
of contours were they trying for there?
The red
best,
kind?
shading?
the best
Um,
contours. The best.
I mean, what were they
Who
aiming
contracted
for?
for the stained glass?
I
Say
think the contractor was actually an atheist, and they're like, let's see if we can get away with this shit.
No, it was the same woman who did that, who touched up that painting down there. That was it, South America or whatever.
Oh
of the-
God,
of
no.
What?
That was hard to look at. I don't care if you're atheist or not. Like that's just defacing artwork.
What?
Mhm.
So,
Or the sculptor who did it to the one gargoyle or the statue or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Was it the Mary statue or something?
yeah.
Oh God. Some people should just not be allowed near old artwork.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, the failed
And the number-
restoration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the failed restoration of Mary, and there was one of Jesus too, right?
Yeah.
For future reference, there are people whose professions are specifically restoring old artwork, and you should always take it to one of them who have the expertise to do this. Even if a modern artist is very good, don't necessarily take it to them because their expertise is not in this.
In other words,
Yeah.
you get what you pay for.
Also, check the past work of the restoration artist because not all restoration artists are equal.
Oops, I downloaded it twice. Oh, well,
Mm.
that's
I
okay.
mean, so the Boston Terriers over at the at the house, that's
Aw.
what they do. The frog style laying down.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Didn't we have one more question?
Yes, there's one more. Are you ready for the number 30? What would
Okay.
happen if I hired 2 private investigators to follow each other?
That would be hilarious.
That would be
That would
funny.
be freaking hilarious.
Be like
I
Spy
mean-
versus
Once again,
Spy.
I don't think this is a dumb question. I think this is something that actually needs to be done.
Or someone actually did do it.
Right, yeah.
Like
All
this
right.
needs to happen.
The next time, the next time there's $1 billion Powerball or Mega Millions jackpot and I win, that is the first thing I'm wasting money on.
Absolutely.
yeah.
If there are any PIs in the side chat, please.
Disregard.
Yeah. Obviously, we can't hire you. You're in on the joke already. But if you have any colleagues that you'd want to prank,
Let us know.
We'll call Lawcat.
Oh my gosh.
Better call Sal.
Oh.
It's all good, man.
So speaking of dogs, so Coral, did you like Winston the Westie?
Yeah, it's so cute. What
about
Oh my
Pudge?
gosh. Oh, I didn't see Pudge.
Pudge is the little squat fat one that he went up to.
Oh, gotcha.
Her-
Okay, yeah.
Don't know if it's a him or her, but back legs aren't working properly. So there's a video he did on his other channel where he sets Winston down to play with Pudge, and Pudge is just scrabbling across the floor with the back legs just dangling out behind him.
Oh. That Westie was super cute.
Is anybody else reading Rodent No Last Name?
I'm reading it.
Unfortunately.
I prefer women with feet. You could say that I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh.
No, rodent, get out.
There it is. Just that.
You're forking it.
Nice.
Rodent, you're doing so well.
What?
We're gonna give a big oof.
Okay. With that, I am off for the night.
Oh, had your fun, and now you're leaving us.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Nope. I gotta get up.
Yeah, apparently after the 10th time crashing,
Sweet dreams.
OBS
Right.
has decided to start behaving.
Aw.
Sort of
You're actually clearer right now.
clearer. Yes.
Clearer.
Clearer.
Harrower? I am not a Goa'uld. Yeah, okay, maybe that alcohol wasn't a good choice, but okay.
Hey, I have some too.
Yeah, I just don't know if my answer should be more or less of it in the drink.
Well, I mean, if you already think that it wasn't a good choice, the only option is to drink until it is a good choice.
Just alternate between it and something else that, like water or something. Have water with it. not in it.
So that answer would be less of it then. Okay.
No, you don't have to drink less. Just accompany it with other things.
Just drink more of something else.
I just, because those other ones were so funny, I found a fantastic question. It says, can I tell?
God damn it, Jay.
So loud.
We need a
So
volume
loud.
control on that one.
Apologies
Right.
to everybody with earbuds in the audience.
Right, rip. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
you must
I
suffer.
can't hear you guys. I see you guys flashing on screen, but I can't hear you.
Wait, you want
alright.
Coral to flash on screen? Hang on a second. Let me turn off the meeting capture.
I heard something about oral and meat capture, but
Yes. Yes. The answer is yes, always to oral.
Moral oral?
I have a sudden
More
craving
oral.
for peach again.
Oh, here you go. So, can I tell my husband's cheating from his farts?
Yes.
What?
I swear that was one of the questions.
I mean,
With that one, I am going to say yes.
I mean, if he's a vegan and there's suddenly,
I like there was an old one that I saw once that was like a mom, and she's like, I found porn mags of dudes in my son's room. I think that he's hiding them for his girlfriend. And all the comments are, no, I think you're missing what's going on.
Save me, Jeevan!
I don't even understand what this one says. It says, I was bitten by a turtle when I was a young lad. Can I still drink orange juice?
I don't
And somebody-
understand.
Somebody replied back and said, no, if you drink orange juice now, it will activate the turtle venom in your veins and send you into a coma. Didn't everyone tell you this before?
That sounds like an answer I would give.
Sure.
Has he been afraid of orange juice ever since he got bitten as a kid?
Maybe he just recently encountered orange juice.
No one ever said
Oh.
that fears had to be rational.
Oh, speaking of Canada.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm getting ready.
Right there. Coral.
I swear. Are there birds in Canada?
Birds are fake.
No.
Birds aren't real.
No. There are only Canadian geese, and they are their military force.
It's the Air Force.
And it's
It's just,
Canada.
I'm thinking of visiting, and I might bring my camera, so I'm curious to know if they have any birds. I know they have mooses.
This person's common sense.
Doesn't arrive till Tuesday.
I think that's a bit optimistic.
I didn't say what
Oh.
Tuesday. I just said Tuesday.
I'm still saying that that's optimistic.
I'm so lost.
This is some hole that I'm not getting out again.
Yes.
All right. I made Jesus-shaped pancakes, but I burnt them. Am I going to hell?
Yes, you are. How dare
No,
you
it
burn
was
pancakes?
It was just a breakfast illustration of when Jesus went down to hell during his 3 days dead and preached to the souls in hell. That is in the Bible.
Okay. Oh, okay. This person is asking a very serious relationship question, okay?
Okay.
How can I prevent my boyfriend from finding out I poop?
So your butthole closed. If you eat Jesus-shaped pancakes, are you eating Jesus?
Well,
I'm
that-
sorry,
okay.
I was
Extra
completely
communion.
distracted.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Jay, communion.
Because that'd be so much
Wait,
better
wait.
than the crackers.
Wait,
I'm no longer hearing a word of anything that is said. I'm completely distracted now.
wait. If the communion wafer is the body of Christ, does that mean everyone who's taken communion is a cannibal?
Yes.
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 Is Jesus human?
Yes.
He was.
Because he's mortal, but is he really human?
Yes.
So, Jared, did you see the title of that video link I sent you on Discord?
Yep, and I remember the song just from seeing the title.
It is. I tagged it to Coral and Nikki for the time mark for them.
Sounds good.
Yeah, wait till you hear it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Are skeletons real or made up? But it goes on and says, my friend's mom says she was once chased by a skeleton, but I don't think skeletons are real. Please help me.
I mean,
Bullshit.
A
I'm
skeleton
a-
by itself wouldn't be able to keep form. I mean, what are we? In Army of Darkness?
Really hard cartilage.
Well,
I mean, look at sharks.
if that's what you're looking for,
Really hard.
really, really hard.
Shall we play a game?
Oh, here you go.
how about a nice game of chess?
eeny, meeny.
This person says, I want a new letter in the alphabet. Is it possible to make a new letter and put it in the alphabet?
Sure, why not? I vote for theta.
I mean, the Spanish alphabet has a couple more letters than ours does, so
We also have a few letters we could probably get rid of. They're kind of worthless. So, just saying. It's always an option.
Okay. So here you go. This is a good one. Are 60 seconds and 1 minute the same thing? It says, okay, this is a bit random, but the answer has been bugging me for so long. On a microwave, if you push 60, then it will cook for 60 seconds or 1 minute. Following me? And if you also press 1 minute, it'll cook for 1 minute or 60 seconds, right? Right? Okay, well, my question is, if you add 1 plus 1, it equals 2, right? So your food will cook for a total of 2 minutes. But if you add 60 seconds plus 60 seconds, it'll only cook for 1 minute and 20 seconds, even though the 60 seconds is 1 minute. I know, confusing question. I guess to put it in simplest terms, how come 1 minute plus 1 minute equals 2 minutes? But 60 seconds plus 60 seconds only is 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Because your microwave is not meant to deal with 3-digit seconds.
That's the only answer.
Though I do use that trick when needing to put in like a minute and a half. You can just put in 90.
this person's high.
Right.
Probably.
Had too many brownies.
Well,
Failed
not
math.
enough. yeah,
Oh.
failed math.
Oh,
Yes,
here you
Mike.
go.
Theta is a letter in the Greek alphabet, and I want to steal it.
What about phi?
But do we need phi?
You
Maybe.
need theta?
Yes. Because then we would have one letter instead of having to use th.
What about epsilon?
I don't know. Though
I
chai,
thought the Epsilon got,
chai-
I thought
We have
Epsilon got destroyed by V'ger.
chai would be useful.
We have epsilon though.
If they did Epsilon turn into church. See if anyone gets
Okay.
a little Bluetooth Blue reference on that one.
All right, everyone. When did 9/11 happen?
That question.
I mean,
that
I'm
question could just
assuming
be the
you're talking
year,
about the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
and I have to
Phi
agree.
highs. Yes.
I have to agree with Leon. Everyone
Yep.
does love phi highs.
Yeah. Good point, Leon.
Okay. What animal is
I
Sonic
have
the
black
Hedgehog?
lacy ones.
I need to get a new set.
That's a tough one. What animal is Sonic the Hedgehog?
My
I
pet,
mean,
Anthropomorphic
my
hedgehog.
Patronus is a hedgehog.
Okay,
I'm-
but it says, I'm just curious now because don't say hedgehog because that's what everyone says. But he can't be a hedgehog because hedgehogs aren't blue. They're brown. Duh.
Well, don't you know Sonic used to be brown?
Then he dyed his
And My Little
quills.
Ponies aren't ponies.
They're bronies.
See, you should have really asked what.
Wait a minute. Why didn't that one come up when Burns was still here?
I don't know.
Why? What do bronies have to do with Burns, or do I want to know?
Have you seen his avatar on
No.
Discord? He has a cute little pony for the avatar.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a brony.
Okay. Well, which is his favorite?
No clue. I don't talk about that shit.
There are much more important things to talk about, like beer.
Like these Discord pictures I'm getting.
As someone who collects thousands of dollars worth of pictures, I'm not making any comments about bronies.
I mean, I am wearing a Care Bear onesie right now, so.
I
You
am a
look totally adorable in it.
I am literally named Care Bear on the server.
I know, right? So, I can't judge. All right. Can you actually lose weight by rubbing your stomach?
If
only that
yes.
worked.
I know,
You
right?
could, and here's how.
Well,
if
use a
you're-
belt sander long
if you're
enough.
oh god, if you're expending enough calories in doing so and not taking in enough calories to overtake the amount of calories that you're expending, you could theoretically lose weight by doing any physical activity within the realm of your stomach.
But
Yes,
they
but
were
it's
talking about
specifically
rubbing the
going
belly.
after-
What's that?
They're specifically going after the belly, not the whole body.
Okay. I mean, it
goes on.
depends. What are
right.
you rubbing it with?
Yeah, right. It goes on, so we can
Butter?
find out more information
Crisco.
as it goes on.
Would you like to know more?
Yeah.
No.
It
Does that
says.
answer your question?
No, but go ahead.
It doesn't matter because I'm going to tell you anyways. All right, this person is 5'5", and they weigh up 220 pounds, and
Damn.
they are at the time 26 years old. Their 14-year-old daughter was embarrassed to be around them, and so they said it's going to take me a long time to lose all this weight. So I heard that if I rub my hands together for really, really quickly for around 15 seconds and then rub around your belly button, it makes you lose weight. Is this true? Has anyone tried it? Did it work for you? I'm just imagining somebody like
Mike71 in the side chat has the correct answer. If you do it instead of eating.
Wait. Go back to those ages again. The person is how old?
26.
26.
26.
And the
They would
person
have been a teen mother, yes.
Yes.
Or a teen parent.
Yeah.
Not necessarily mother. I don't think they specified.
They did not.
But they did say they were 5'5", so
There are
5'5",
there are
220.
lots. Yeah,
I'm
there
not.
are
I'm not
lots
saying they
of-
couldn't be male. I was just saying that
5'5",
more likely.
220. Not necessarily.
I go to my husband's work and I still tower over some of the guys there. Granted, I'm not short and I was wearing heels, but
Oh, here you go. What is a phobia of chainsaws called?
chainsaw.
Common
phobia.
sense.
That's that's the response underneath it. Common sense.
no, because phobias are inherently
I dare-
irrational.
I know.
No. Arachnophobia is not inherently rational. People aren't legitimately afraid of spiders.
No, you can be afraid of spiders and not have a phobia of spiders. If you have a phobia, it is inherently irrational. Like that is part of the definition.
A fear.
I mean,
of
I do
heights.
I have an irrational fear of bees. But I have a reason why I am afraid of bees. And that is because every freaking year I get stung by something. A bee, a wasp, or something.
Okay, is that really a
Every
phobia or just
year.
PTSD?
Right.
Yes, but have you
I
ever
said
been mowing your
it's
lawn
rational.
and run over a yellow jacket's nest?
No, but I went like literally one year I was just taking the screen or net thing for the pool, and I went to, apparently there's a bunch of yellow jackets underneath the lip of the pool that they apparently made a home of, and I got stung a bunch of times because of that.
There's the answer, by the way.
Kanaya
To the fear of
phobia?
chainsaws.
Yeah.
Nice.
I almost
how
read
do
it
you
as
pronounce
Kanye
it?
phobia.
Right? I was thinking Kanye.
I have
It's a Kanye
Kanye phobia.
phobia.
Never mind, it's not
Ca-
irrational. so
Titania?
never mind.
Sorry,
Right?
Kanye. You know we love the Yeezy.
Phobia?
I've heard him talk.
Phobia? I don't know how to say it.
Neither do I. That's why I just posted
no,
it
no,
in the
donkey,
chat.
donkey. I'm gonna let you finish, but I just got to say this real quick.
There you go. Yeah.
Kanye phobia? I don't know. All right. Does anybody else have a phobia?
I
I
think
have
it's
an irrational
tryptophobia.
Fear
fear
of
of.
holes.
I think mine is tryptophobia. Fear of the holes, the visuals that go into holes, bubbles, stuff like that. But I
I
love
don't
bubble
have
wrap.
that, but oh my god, I can totally understand that one. Like if you ever go to the Reddit on it,
Oh, it is
some of those
No.
images.
No.
You don't go to there. Why would you do that?
Right?
I have a fear. Some people would call it a fear of heights. I have a fear of the sudden stop at the end.
Yep.
Right? Yeah.
Same here.
It's not the
I think-
the falling
Not the
that
fall
scares
that
me.
kills.
I honestly
Doesn't stop
don't
at
think
the
that that would be irrational either. I think that that's perfectly rational.
Mostly holes in skin. I cannot stand that.
So
I
you
w-
don't watch like the botfly larva stuff?
No.
Oh,
no.
oh god.
No.
Dr. Pimple
I don't-
Popper?
I
No.
love it.
Oh god, no. I like I said, I don't have that fear, but oh god, no.
Hey, Leon,
Yes,
I know what
Doc.
we're going to use as the primer for Wednesday this week.
Jared, deal breakers exist.
Well, you're not there for the
Do you-
start of
do you
the
have a
movie
contract?
anyways.
I love you to
This is a
death.
hard
But
pass. This is a hard pass for Miss Karras.
Hey, you're not there for the
Wait,
beginning of the
do we have
movies
a-
anyways.
Do we have a contract in place?
you know I
we-
would tolerate almost anything from Okay,
What is it?
in perpetuity.
Perpetuity.
In perpetuity. This
Jared
is a
is
hard
the only
pass in
one who can-
perpetuity.
Jared is the only one who can get away with this.
Freaking Leon. Oh my god.
Is there? Oh, here you
Lotus
go.
flowers?
Here's a
Is
good
there something
question.
about lotus flowers I need to know?
What?
He said,
Maybe.
let's watch a movie. Or is this supposed to be brain bleach?
Brain
Oh, I don't
bleach.
know.
Uh,
You seen those flowers that look like?
No.
Mhm.
That'd be kind
They're
of
really
cool,
cool. Yeah,
They-
they're
they
really
are.
cool. Hold on. Skull flower. Oh, let me see.
Now I'm just reminded of that scene in the Dennis the Menace movie with Walter Matthau where he's waiting to see the flower bloom and misses it.
Oh yeah.
It's got had Christopher Lloyd as Christopher Lloyd? Yeah. As the bad guy.
Sorry, I got lost in my Discord again.
The
Hold on.
decision hasn't been made.
I think I might be able to add it.
Say again, Jared.
The decision hasn't been made yet.
What decision?
You
What
might want to read above that picture.
There they are.
Oh, bam. Okay. I didn't even see
These
that
are-
part.
these
I
are-
saw.
Interesting.
This is the flower.
No.
That is the flower
Okay.
itself?
Yeah, these are the
Yeah.
flowers.
Blah 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 blah.
And you can see over on that side too.
It looks like a bird skull.
Kind of, yeah.
It's pretty cool, right? All right.
that
Is there? Oh,
The
go ahead.
flower after it's dried up, or is that the flower while it's in bloom?
Yeah, they're snapdragon flowers, and it after it basically dies, that's what the flowers turn into after the bloom's done.
Ah.
So
Yeah, that.
yeah, they're really really pretty.
Who's buzzing? Stop that. What are you doing? Damn it, Jay.
Oh, here's
Blah,
the, here's
blah,
the.
Live.
Nope,
I know.
nope. I waited for the lyrics to be over for that one.
So you may not like his content, you may not like his political stylings or anything like that, but Sinatra says when he does his live streams, when he gets halfway through his goal for his super chats and donations, plays that.
Oh my god!
And he wonders why he gets demonetized.
Right, every time.
Oh no, he
No, no,
started
not
doing
every time.
that after he started getting demonetized.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
really?
yeah, it was a response to YouTube demonetizing his channels.
I mean, that's fair. If you're gonna be demonetized, you might as well make the most out of it.
But I just sit there and every time it never fails. I get into one of his streams and like 5 minutes in, all of a sudden he's playing the song. I'm just like, I was actually sitting in the office at work on my lunch break watching without my Bluetooth on, and my boss comes back there. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I look at her, I look at the
It's
phone,
not what you think.
and she's just sitting there like, I don't want to know. I'm like, that is probably the wisest choice of words you have ever said. Are we live yet, Jared?
You just look over and you say, "Is it wrong?"
So,
Oh.
how many of you watched my the stream we did yesterday on my channel?
Oh, you get a chance to. That's busy.
So
little bit.
yes, you probably heard it then, but yesterday I got called out by a customer to the store manager at the main grocery store where that I'm in the same parking lot because I was talking about COVID and a mutual experience with the nurse who forgot her mask.
All right.
And since we're just a little convenience store, it's like just cover your face with your coat and we'll get the transaction done and over with and be out the way. Well, the fact that the manager called her a Karen made my day so much better. Just like, wait, did you say what I thought I heard you say? Because it's like you don't expect a store manager to say that type of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I have a friend. And then my coworker, after the manager left, my coworker's like, you just had a moment there, didn't you? I'm like, I connected on a super, spirit science level with him,
We're connecting over Karen memes.
Every single Team Skeptic Karen video was popping through my head.
Absolutely.
But I'm not a
Oh,
cat.
here's a good question. Is it okay to boil headphones?
No.
I mean,
It
depends.
goes on.
I would say yes, but not if you want them to continue working.
In
Is
what
it-
context is okay?
Unless
Is
they're
it-
heavily water resistant.
I mean, assuming you own them, then legally, yes, you're allowed.
Yes.
It's not
That's
legal
where I
for you
was.
to borrow.
That's where I was going with this.
He said, I let my younger brother use my headphones and he used them for evil. He listened to the absolute worst music on the planet, and I'm so ashamed. He stole my headphones' innocence. Can I boil them in an attempt to drive out the evil?
Was
If
it
not-
Nickelback or something?
Oh,
How
Justin
can I get rid of the evil in them?
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion.
It had to be either Nickelback or Justin Bieber.
The Baby Shark song.
Thanks. Now that song's stuck in my head, Coral.
Hold on.
Oh no! Oh no!
Leon.
If that's what you want to go with, have I got something to share?
Hold on.
LRJ88 has an important question for me.
Technically, yes, but not recommended.
No, not technically. Yes, no.
Why not?
You can
many
if you're
reasons.
okay with forfeiting the desired results.
Right? Yeah.
Well, one of the results.
I actually just.
Actually, for use heightens the chance of them breaking, so you're pretty much forfeiting all the desired results.
Literally just tweeted a thing. It was old. It was tweeted by Archaeology and Art, and it is a picture of the oldest condoms found are from the 1640s, discovered in Dudley Castle in England, and they were made of animal intestine, and it was believed they were used for STD prevention.
I believe it.
So there you go.
No, I have...
Sorry, I thought you guys wanted to actually watch Baby Shark
No.
No.
in a metal cover by.
Oh,
By-
by Leo, right?
Yeah,
Leapfrog
with-
Studios.
yeah.
Yes, it's really good.
Those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Him and his wife.
Actually, they're separated, but
Oh, they
are they?
separated finally.
yeah, they separated several months ago.
So did Bitwit and his wife.
Oh, it's no.
Saying
His,
it that
his wife
way,
actually looked like my sister-in-law.
well, saying it that way didn't really narrow it down. Ah, there's the image.
Sorry, LRJ88.
I want to show this one, but I can't. So.
In 1902, New Zealand invented the first condom when
Oh
they
my
used the skin of a
God.
sheep's lower intestine. In 1922, the Australians refined this by taking the intestine.
Hey, Jay, go ahead and show that one.
Oh God!
That's a good one.
Really, Jared?
Yes, really.
That's a big oof.
Now here's the
All
thing. Now here's the thing. It's gonna be for the panel only.
Oh, okay.
I feel special.
Of course.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I kind of want that mug.
So, of all the songs that you would expect Leo not to cover, is there any particular ones that come to mind, especially recent songs?
No.
Wrecking Ball?
Is recent.
No.
No, I could see him doing that. Like that's
I'm not
that's
sure
kind
if
of the whole
I'm not sure
thing.
if I'm not sure if I could think of a song that I wouldn't expect him to cover at some point. I don't know. He just
What about WAP?
I mean, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, he's brilliant, so.
I mean, and half the point is that like a lot of the songs that they cover are stuff that.
You wouldn't
No.
expect.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh.
Two
Or
over.
that are.
Go back up to WAP and then go two over. That is the real jam that he. Yes.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
He redid the DuckTales theme.
Oh, he had to do Legends Never Die.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna listen to that and not let you guys listen to it.
Oh,
You
thanks.
bitch.
I know,
Yeah, I'm saving
right?
you from a copyright claim.
Well.
Just send it to Jared's phone so he has to check his messages.
God damn it! It didn't alert again. The fucking thing.
Uh huh.
to beaches, beaches for me.
And there's the copyright strike.
I wish I could wear the contacts that he gets to wear.
Right.
I have a blue
can't.
set. I have a blue set and a purplish, pinkish lavender set.
Do you really?
Mhm.
I think that the contacts are really, really pretty. I think there's so many really neat colors out there, and it would be fabulous. But I can't put anything in my eyeballs.
Well, and also I came across an issue too. It's that if you don't pay attention to them, they'll get stuck in certain areas.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I had one stuck in my upper eyelid for like a couple hours, and I didn't realize what it was until I looked in the mirror. It's like, oh, where'd it go? Oh, that's why my eyeball is up there with itching.
Oh
I've been wearing contacts for 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I never had that problem when I wore contacts.
Well,
See the lady though that had like 27 of them stuck in their eyeball.
Oh God.
What?
Yeah.
Does she know you're supposed to get rid of them and put in a new pair?
I don't know what it came out. It was like literally like just stacked on top of each
No, I just have severe astigmatism.
Right.
Don't they dissolve?
Not quickly.
Oh, here's a good dumb question. Are there any autographs of Jesus Christ?
Yes.
Maybe.
No,
That's what he
I
was
mean-
writing in the sand when he forgave the adulteress. He was writing his autograph.
I mean, if we had an autograph, it would at least confirm that he existed.
If we could have an autograph and it claimed, it being claimed that it is his autograph, but there's really no way to confirm that.
Oh, this poor person. It says, how do I turn off caps lock? And the whole thing is in all caps. It says, I accidentally turned it on yesterday and I don't know how to turn it back off. All my friends are mad because I think I'm shouting at them over the internet. This problem is literally ruining my life and tearing my family apart through emails. I just want to be whole again. Please help.
They just need to start calling everybody sheeple.
I was gonna say, it's Jason.
Just have them join a QAnon group. They'll fit right in.
Just say open your eyes and all caps lock and I'll fit right into most
That's what
half of
happened to
America.
Jason. His computer broke. He tried to get help. Nobody would help him. And so he just doesn't want to admit that there's actually a problem.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yes. Awkward silence.
Sorry. Was
There wouldn't be an awkward silence when we were playing the flashback.
What's that?
I said there wouldn't be an awkward silence if we were playing football.
No, then it'd be awkward noises.
do you really think OBS is going to be happy if we started doing that?
No.
We've barely had any success with it just handling conversation.
Right.
I was saying is I shouldn't boot up a video game and hit share screen.
If you want to end the stream because that's where my patience is concerning it, then by all means.
I just think we need to get somebody else to do Jared's stream for him.
At this point, my internet's more reliable than Jared's, and I'm
No,
stuck on
it's
public
not.
Wi-Fi.
It's not an ISP issue.
Do you need a new router?
It's
Maybe a new NIC card.
New graphics cards.
No, that's me.
Graphics card? Now that's just the wrong device all entirely.
That's what I need. I need the new
more
graphics card.
actions.
I'm just gonna start just naming off random.
Jared, please note I haven't said anything in all of this.
Hey, maybe he needs more RAM.
RAM.
Actually, RAM is part of the issue.
Yeah, I was gonna say that actually works.
There is a such thing as too much RAM.
Oh.
Actually, there is.
You also it's not just about how much RAM, it's also about the timing of the RAM.
Jared needs RAM hard.
Tempo and intent. No, if you're going to reference that, you got to reference it the right way. It's all about the tempo and intensity.
Right, exactly.
I'm just surprised she hasn't muted.
I don't know what you said, but it was beautiful.
It's all about the tempo and intensity.
No, I meant just right then.
Just compare the sizes, not necessarily the height, but the volume.
Yes, the girth.
Oh God, what are you sharing, Tech?
IT.
Have you
I love that show.
Yeah, see, that doesn't help the issue. It's a resource limitation issue. At least from what I can tell with how it's been acting and how inconsistent it decides to be.
But have you asked an IT professional?
Whoa.
Maybe you need a bigger pipe.
Sorry,
I'm kidding,
I was
Jared, I'm
wow.
kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
I could not hear either of those because both were being said at the same time.
Good.
Not repeating.
Nope. Daddy might use a booty mix. Hold on, Drist finally wants in. I'll be right back.
All right, what is the most terrifying word in nuclear physics?
Moist. Oh, in physics. Never mind.
Meltdown.
Force, pressure.
Oops.
Oh, we should ask Craig about that one.
Right?
I like the T-shirt that says like I may insert whatever here. If you see me running, follow.
Or try to keep up.
Yeah. Try to
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
up, yeah. I was wondering why the ball kept getting bigger and bigger, and then it
Okay,
hit me.
back. And this Mike 71 guy in the side chat is like my spirit animal tonight.
He's not wrong.
He hasn't been wrong all night.
Vectors. Yes, it's all about the vectors.
I thought it was all about the Pentiums, baby.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Sean
But, you
Carroll,
know,
oops, would
most
be
of that's-
terrifying to hear from a reactor operator. True that. But usually,
Darn.
usually there are safeties. I'm sure I missed something essential because that's, while I'm stepping away for 20 seconds is exactly when something essential would be happening. So what happened in the 20-second window of time during which I was gone?
Okay, I asked a
Some of
question.
us finished.
And the question is, what is the most terrifying word in nuclear physics?
Oops would probably be right up there.
Yeah, it was oops.
And
No,
Jared, that's what she said.
Literally is what she said.
Literally what she said.
and not the reactor is critical. Not that, guys.
I love that one.
Well, the reactor is critical to operation, but not in the way that people sometimes think.
It was so much fun playing with Nubs when they first get on board about that.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
especially
The reactor is critical. Everybody's just walking around like, okay. All right.
Is the needle supposed to be there?
Is the needle supposed to be doing that?
Yeah.
Just tap it a
You have
couple
to get-
times. It'll fix
You have to
itself.
get the You have to get to the reactor is critical before you get to the reactor is self-sustaining.
Is that light supposed to be blinking?
Oh no, what was it? We were import getting ready to get underway, and they announced the reactor is critical. We still had the gangway on and everything. I'm like, well, that's it. I'm leaving. Grab my backpack and start walking out of the nav center. And we had a non-qual. He's like, it's first underway. And they're like, he's like, where are you going? I'm like, I have the watch. You got it. I'm not gonna be here. I don't want to get nuked. He's like, wait, what? I just start walking out of the control, and he sees me go through, but he doesn't see me go down and back around. He's freaking out when I came back. I was sitting there, and then my chief happens to see me walking. He's like, "Aren't you supposed to be?" I mean, I pointed up to the control because he's like, "Oh, he's there, isn't he?" I'm like, "Uh huh." He's like, "Get back on watch." I'm like, "Okay."
That's funny.
I was helping doing some maintenance in the sail though one time when we did a reactor casualty drill in port though. That was unfortunate.
Oh no.
Just because they close all the hatches, so then I'm stuck up in the sail until the drill zone.
I'm supposed to withdraw all the rods at once, right?
and rapidly too.
Yes.
Wait, are we still talking about nuclear reactors?
Yes.
Maybe?
We were talking about reactors. What?
Oh, now I get it. God damn it.
Come on, Jared, keep up.
Oh god.
I'm too drunk for some subjects and not drunk enough for others.
Well, I mean, that's
also
where
the
I
after
get.
effects.
Oh, God damn it. Well, it's not wrong. It is the after effect of alcohol.
Exactly.
What?
That's also called after effects.
JM Truth.
All right. I'll be back in a minute.
Debunking Red's rhetoric, or thinking he's debunking Red's rhetoric's rocket film, and it was actually Astronomy Lives.
Oh no, that's embarrassing.
Well, isn't that when DKG Custom was? That was the
Yep.
one DKG Custom was in too.
Yep.
Just shining his at me while he's sitting there. I'm like, and I was just sitting there clapping the whole time, like, bravo, way to
is
pull
the
that one
most-
out.
That was the most epic intro ever.
Uh-oh, Coral's looking interested in something.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking at stupid jokes.
I'm looking at my text with Jared. Oh, look, Jared's looking at his text.
It happens.
Interesting.
Hey, you know what? And yeah, it is interesting because I've not heard his phone go off.
He's learned I've kind of tormented him with
Okay, you guys, what's green, fuzzy, and would hurt if it fell on you out of a tree?
a crab apple.
Kermit the Frog,
I don't know.
Oscar the Grouch, Yoda.
I guess crab apples aren't fuzzy though. They're like they have this brainy look to them. Leon, my snake is in her tank. Both Furball and I do have ball pythons. Mine is just a bit bigger than his. A lot bigger
Giggity.
than his.
Her steak is bigger.
Oh my god, the volume wasn't deafening.
That one wasn't bad. Oh, you actually turned it down.
I did.
All right. So what's green, fuzzy, and would hurt if it fell on you out of a tree?
An unripe hydras. God, get your butt out of my face. An unripe kiwi fruit.
Drist was just missing out on the action.
And we now know
Fucking
why
cats.
we now know why she's not on camera.
You would have seen cat butt right then.
I'm not a cat.
You can all hear his collar, I'm guessing.
Oh, wait a minute. Kind of like the fluffy asshole that has made appearances on my wife's show.
Yes. Except more marbled Bengal look.
So what's the answer?
Oh,
A pool
what?
table.
Oh. Really?
They're not always green.
I've seen them blue and red, purple even.
I know,
Why
right?
is it in a tree?
Yeah, pool felt could be pretty much any color. So.
Right. It's like, what? Who has a pool table up at a tree? I don't
I'm guessing
know.
after a tornado. Tornado.
Oh.
This isn't Tornado Alley.
Tornado or someone.
Give me a pulley and a rope.
Hey,
someone went really happy with their treehouse.
Treehouse.
I was about to say that, Jared. I was going to say, what? None of you had a kick-ass treehouse?
Hey,
No.
it's not even that. You can actually build a proper tree house, proper house in the tree, and technically you can put a pool table
Actually,
in it.
there's a guy that has a business up here in Fall River, Washington that builds
House
tree houses.
Masters guy?
Yeah.
People
Build a
go
tree house.
go Google really nice tree houses, and you can see some amazing things. I'm serious.
They're pretty badass.
I was going to say, even if you build a proper house in a tree, it's still called a tree house.
Drist, what the fuck are you doing?
Anything
her
to get your
alone.
attention.
She's tormenting Amber. He's tormenting Amber. Okay, anyway. Amber is dog. Drist likes tormenting her. Drist being the cat.
Nice.
Like, leave her alone. She's trying to sleep. He's like trying to bite her ear.
It's
'Cause he's
not
a
sleep
demon.
time. It's playtime.
He's freaking insane. I love him. He's like what every cat should be. Cats should be insane.
Okay. What's ET short for?
Extraterrestrial. I don't know what.
Extra to. No, I'm not.
Extra
I'm not
fit?
finishing that one.
Extra fit?
Mike71 just randomly says he's seen hot pink, so I.
Hot pink pool table felt.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
want it.
okay.
I want it.
Not random.
Okay. So ET is short for because he's got little legs.
But ET doesn't stand for any of those words, and but he's got. Little...
Why is
That's
ET
little
short?
legs. He has little legs.
Is-
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you said what does ET stand for?
No, what is ET short for?
Short for.
Yeah.
God damn it.
What's ET short for?
Jesus.
He's short because he has little legs.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, it's still better than my initial response, which was extra testicle, but we weren't gonna go there.
Hey,
But then you did.
I have
Jared, you
bad
need to
gag
read
reflex as
Leon's
it is.
comment.
Who? Huh? What?
As you shall find out.
Oh, okay. Sorry. What were you trying to say, Jay?
Well, here, I'll just read it for you then. What is the similarity between running an obstacle course and getting a promotion in the Navy? Bruised knees.
Oof.
Maybe that's why my promotion track stopped. There are
I mean,
times I am a
officers are
bit.
fun.
There are times I am a bit selfish.
Jared,
What do you call a
Shellfish?
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
Grandma.
Gummy bear.
A gummy bear.
I knew it.
Now I've got the "I'm a gummy bear" song stuck in my head.
I know,
Thanks.
right?
Here, I can.
Everybody
there's something I'll
go!
get that out of there.
Everybody go look up "I'm a gummy bear" song.
I know what
No,
it is.
don't.
English,
Don't do it.
English or German version?
William Shatner, you
There's a
suck,
German
my dude.
version.
It's originally German.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be so cute. Hey, somebody's playing Eve.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, that's Nikki. Of course, I should have figured.
Yeah.
I just saw.
Nikki
I
is
just saw
try-
Eve. Somebody's playing Eve.
Nikki is trying
I
to
need
kill
check
the
on my
stream.
skill queue.
Nikki is
Yeah.
trying to kill the stream because
I need to check on my skill queue. I'm glad I had it like 2 weeks out, but I haven't checked it in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm paid up for 2.5 more months, so.
Okay.
God damn it, Jay. Don't. No, God damn it.
Oh my god.
PTSD.
Welcome.
You know, I'm.
We're gonna
You
all
got
have
this mail.
PSP.
I used to actually like that sound.
Yeah, you know why we used to like that sound is because, oh hey, we're about ready to get connected to the internet, and then someone calls your only line that you have in your house, and you get kicked off.
No, I used to do that to my older sister. She'd be trying to do something online, and I'd be standing there next to her. I'm like, I need to use the phone. She's like, well, I'm busy doing this. I'm like, no, this is important. I need to use the phone. She's like, you can just fuck off. Pick up. Oh, what was that?
Dare me. Say I won't do it.
I'm the middle child. It was expectations of me to be doing things like that, right?
That would explain my brother.
I was the youngest. I learned how to mess with every one of them.
I got 50% of that.
That's about standard for Jared.
60% of that. Maybe 70, but I'm missing the essential 30.
Still saying that's about standard for Jared.
No, it isn't.
Okay, why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
Because they're
It's
extinct.
dead.
The P
Because
is
it's a silent P.
Because the P is silent.
No.
Just the disdain.
She's like, no.
You wound me.
Like, we're all for dad jokes and bad puns, but
I love it. I love it. It's great. I know you'll get this one. What do you call a fake noodle?
super noodle doodle?
A pseudo noodle?
An impasta.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Of course. I'm still going with a pseudo noodle.
This is why humanity is going to go extinct.
You want to hear a joke about construction?
This is why humanity
Sure.
is going to go extinct.
I'm still working on it.
Part of me wants
Oh
to
my
say
goodness.
no, but
Why do bears have a hairy coat?
Why?
For protection. Want to hear a joke about paper?
Yes.
Sure.
Never mind, it's terrible.
This is good. Don't you hate
Why
it when
did-
someone answers their own questions? I do.
Why did the Scarecrow beat J.M. Truth in an awards ceremony?
Why?
Because he's outstanding in his field.
okay, I gotta give it to you on that one just a little bit.
I had to ad lib a little bit, but you know,
Yeah.
it's
It works.
what do you call a fish with no eyes?
What? Oh, hold on. We got one from the chat. There's now a vampire car It's called Vlad the Impala.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
I was expecting you
Oh.
to have more of a response, but you stopped typing.
I know.
How much does a hipster weigh?
All the way?
I don't know.
Any other guesses?
No.
An Instagram.
Ah! All right, why do you smear peanut butter on the road?
Not
To smooth out the road? To smooth out the ride.
To go with the traffic jam, of course.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Of course.
Did you hear about the cheese factory that exploded in France?
No, what happened?
There's nothing left but debris.
Ah.
But on that traffic jam, do you spread creamy or crunchy?
Definitely creamy. Definitely.
There's your clip of the night, Jay.
Oh, I already have plenty of them.
A limbo champion walks into a bar.
He forgot to bend over.
They're disqualified.
What did the celery say when he broke up with his girlfriend?
Oh no, what?
She wasn't right for me, so I don't really care at all.
Oh, carrot. All right. Why did Snoop Dogg need an umbrella?
For all the gin and juice.
Faux drizzle.
Oh.
I knew that one. That's why I wasn't going to answer it. Velcro. What a ripoff.
Yeah. What's white and can't climb trees?
Hi.
That's-
All right, guys, I got to go. Take care.
Later, Jay.
Bye, Jay.
Okay. Now's the time when I need to start saying stuff because he's not recording.
And with how OBS has been, there's a chance even the audience won't hear it.
I know,
Yep.
right?
Okay, so one more, and let's see what happens.
Okay. What's brown, hairy, and wears sunglasses?
Harry
What's
Henderson.
brown, hairy, and wears sunglasses?
Harry
You
Henderson.
shouldn't talk
I
about
can-
Steve that way.
I can think of a lot of guys, but
Harry Henderson.
A coconut on vacation.
Oh, come on. I am not
No.
the only one who has seen Harry and the Hendersons.
I
Of
don't
No.
course.
know what that is.
It is
Really?
a TV
I'm
show
sorry.
about Bigfoot.
It's not Jesus. I was never raised on it.
Harry and the Hendersons.
Well, your parents
was
did a terrible job.
Yes,
90s
that's the
was
theme
a-
of my life.
It was a 90s TV show.
Was it a TV
About
show? I thought it was a
Bigfoot.
movie.
No, it's a
Movie,
TV
then
show.
TV show.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay,
think we
okay.
did both. That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because keep in mind, it
I
was.
was gonna say I remember a movie.
Yeah, that was a thing in the late 80s and early 90s.
Leon says, after I've dealt with the Child Protective Services, I can just say, kids make awful security guards.
That's great.
That's a good one.
That's cute. Cute. Love it. All right, my grandfather has the heart of a lion.
Does
and
he
a
keep it on his
lifetime ban.
mantle?
No, and a lifetime ban from New York City Zoo.
He should keep it on his mantle.
Are we sure about that? Is that the wisest choice?
I mean, if you had a heart of a lion, where would you keep it?
The freezer, not your mantle.
Right.
How are you supposed to show it off?
Have a clear freezer?
That you put on the mantle. All right.
I just
Well,
imagine those clear, like
Those
circle-
jars.
Yeah.
Those jars of formaldehyde.
Yeah, there you go.
Charming.
Oh,
My house decor.
that's terrible. Okay.
Yes, a lot of these have gotten that response.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm terrified of elevators. So I think I'm going to start taking steps to avoid them.
Sounds like a good idea. How do you feel about escalators?
Elevator go down. Elevator go down.
I think some people are hoping the camera goes down, but anyways.
Elevator go down.
Wardrobe malfunction?
Is it a malfunction if you intend it to happen?
I mean, I still think it was intended on that halftime show, so yes.
I'm sorry, I missed everything. What happened?
We're talking about
Nothing happened
Nipplegate.
yet. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're
What?
talking about Nipplegate.
Okay. I wasn't looking at nipples.
This time.
Nope, I
fair.
was quite preoccupied
By non-nipples.
by not nipples.
Not nipples.
But it's still the question. Is it a malfunction if it does exactly what it was intended to do?
That would be a no.
So why did they call it a wardrobe malfunction?
Because they wanted to
The
act like it
aes-
didn't do what it was supposed to do.
What malfunction are we talking about?
Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl.
That was ages ago.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
was.
yes, and we're really close to another one thanks to Cora.
Why? What's going on?
Sean Carroll said,
No idea.
oh no, where did the message go? Oh, it was Leon. I used to be an electrician until people took my forks away.
Oh, so he went to the JM Truth School of Electronics. Good to know.
I know nothing about Jam Truth.
Be
Oh, is that a
thankful.
Sisters of Eve ship? That's a Sisters of Eve ship. I love Sisters of Eve. Is that an Astero?
That is, but I do have a Astero.
Okay.
And my Astero is aptly named Puddle Jumper.
Okay.
Is it pink?
Wait,
No.
You can
Puddle
tell it's been a while since I've played. I thought that was a little bit beefier than an Astero, but my mind kind of is.
So you named it Puddle Jumper. Does that mean it's full of puddle pirates?
Probably means she takes it through wormholes.
Exactly.
Yay!
But puddle
so-
jumpers are small planes.
So it likes going through the dark hole. All right, good. See, everyone has a preference. It just takes a little time for you to figure out what it is.
And knowing Nikki, her Astero is fitted for hunting other Asteros.
That and doing, and I can use both types, but yes,
Uh-huh.
it's dual purpose. It is.
See,
In fact-
Nikki likes it dual purpose too.
I mean,
Currently, right now, all my ships outside of these two right here are dual purpose. In
My
some
phone
versions.
just told me it's low on battery.
Oh no.
How many skins do you have?
A lot. Let's see. Let's go back to the Stradios real quick. Let's see if you kind of an idea.
Okay, I want to see your Stradio skins. Sorry, guys, nerding out in Eve at the moment.
I'll allow it.
Thank you, sir.
Do we need a Kamar with Damar about Eve?
It might.
All right, you remember how long you guys were theorizing for Warhammer 40K? It's pretty close to the same thing with E4.
That's why I brought it up.
Oh wait, no, it's my show that has all the skins.
Yeah, it's funny you mention that because not this next week, but the week after, we're gonna have a God Emperor comparison.
Yeah.
And Jared, forgive me for being clueless.
Right, I have no.
You should be used to that by now. Really? I'm not reading that.
After.
Wow.
That's my response. After.
Okay, who other than me is brave enough to read it aloud?
What do we got? Oh, I got it. Okay. I got it. All right. I used to love working as a proctologist, but I could never tell if people were more upset by me licking my fingers before or after the examination.
Sean Carroll says my thoughts. Okay then.
Okay then.
Oh, what about the professor in a criminal justice class? I mean, I want everyone to do as I do. So he takes his hand, puts it down the back of his pants, and says, "Okay, now you gotta push." Then he pulls his hand back out and sucks on one of his fingers. The entire class goes along and does the same thing as he does it. Ah, but you all missed something. I cleaned off the index finger, but I actually used my middle finger.
I was waiting for. I sucked the finger on my other hand.
Yep, Peter. Yep. Yum.
Right?
You know, some people are into that.
Apologies if I'm inserting sarcasm where you did not intend, Peter, but
ATM.
That was a game studio until they realized what that meant.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny.
They're now called behavior.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting change.
Yeah. I mean, you could still read. Okay.
I'm still only trained for mentorships.
Well, speaking of, you missed this fun thing we did.
I've missed everything, so I'm not surprised.
Oh wait, there's something you'll actually like, Karen.
Ooh, yeah.
That was that was actually a very specific game.
Oh.
This could get really interesting now.
That one took a second. Longer than it should have.
All right. What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone? You won't hear an enzyme?
Yeah.
You'll hear a hormone.
And
Hello,
speaking-
Reds.
And speaking of, hey Reds,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Sup?
Hi, Reds.
Oh God, the
Reds.
perfect timing for him to come
Right?
in
Um,
to
I
the
heard you-
stream. Jesus.
I don't know if it's one of those hangouts, but I will go ahead and just state the obvious again. I am not military, so thank you for allowing me to show up here. Anyway, moving on.
I heard you like donkeys.
Oh yeah, all the donkeys. Yeah, but I only like certain kinds of donkeys, specifically midget amputee donkeys.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Please, everyone, make sure you like and subscribe.
By the way, AT2, thanks for doing the calculations on the document. So that should cause some butt hurt on the other side.
Oh, that's part of why as soon as I saw the question, I'm like, yeah, I can make time.
Reds, if you could
Yeah.
give a 30-second summary to the audience.
Jared, you want to take this or should I?
Well, real quick, Jason has been butthurt to all hell, so we're shoving all the accountability up his ass sideways and doing what he will always refuse to do and fine-tune and correct it to be as accurate as fucking possible.
Yeah.
Got the receipts.
Not just
The receipts.
Not just the receipts. We had, what was it, 4 of us independently calculate what the totals were?
Yeah, it was RNGD Gaming, you, Sean Hufford, and Manya. And all of you guys came to the same value using this month's figures for the currencies. And we were able to only see a currency shift of 2.5%. So that means 97.5% total accuracy on that. So if Uni wants to lose his shit over 2.5% or basically $70, he can fucking go for it.
Why is he so hyper-focused on you right now?
Well,
Attention.
actually, in order to answer that question, you would have to go back over a year. But long story short, he's incredibly butthurt at Steve McRae because Steve McRae told him to eat shit. And to retaliate against Steve McRae, he decided to become a really big annoyance to him by going after Steve McRae's friends. And I was one of his targets. But the one thing that he decided to latch onto for some fucking reason was my fundraiser, or the fundraisers I have had in the past. So what I did was I made a video, I believe it was in March of last year, which went through all of his fucking points, debunked them, and then shoved them right back up his ass, and that was it. Now, since that time, he hasn't really gotten over the fact that his first conspiracy about my fundraisers was debunked. So he decided to try that shit again with this fundraiser because he's a butthurt little bitch boy.
But we came prepared with all of the receipts.
Yeah.
How many times does he have to go through this before he learns to stop putting himself in a position where he goes through this?
I mean, I particularly love the ones where they tried to say that the what was the PayPal was edited because there was a Y cut off.
Yeah, but in reality,
that
it's just because Sean Hufford has piss poor eyesight, so he has the font size cranked to max, and that causes clipping in some apps. And I guess Unirock is trying to say that's a conspiracy, which is kind of ironic considering in his avatar he's wearing fucking glasses. And also, if vegan atheists can actually back me up on this, I was very clear about the fact that I wanted all the receipts because I knew this shit was going to happen, and we wanted to make sure that we had this shit ready so that we could debunk his sorry ass instantly. And so we started by showing all the receipts, and that also ended up in a 54-page document full of receipts, screenshots, the entire fucking breakdown of the fundraiser from start to finish. this fucking thing has been looked at left, right, center, fucking upside down, whatever. It's been looked at everywhere, or in multiple different ways from multiple different people, and only Unirock seems to be having fucking issue with it. Amazing.
Yep.
Well, Unirock and dipshits that think like him, so basically
Like-
dipshits that don't think at all.
I was going to ask that 2.5% that you said was off or whatever. Is that counting in the share that GoFundMe or, like the transaction fees and all of that kind of stuff as well?
The 2.5% is strictly referring to Sean Hufford's PayPal. It has nothing to do with the GoFundMe portion of the fundraiser.
Okay.
When we initially had the fundraiser, we had it split between Sean Hufford's PayPal and GoFundMe. And the reason we did that is so that the money couldn't be tied up on one platform. And then we would still have a pool to reach into for taking care of Dexter, which was Bull's service animal. That's where Vegan Atheist came in. She drove to Florida, picked up Dexter, and transported him to his new forever home. But essentially, when it came to the GoFundMe specifically, we got donations from all over the world. And this was back in December of 2020. So it's been over a month. Because it's been over a month, the value of this currency and that currency has shifted. It has changed.
Right.
And so if you were to account for every dollar using currency as it is right now, it's going to be different than what it was back in December. So I figured out, okay, what's the actual difference? What's the accuracy rating? And it turns out it is a difference of just 2.5%, which is a grand total of about $70. Out of 2,800 something, we have a discrepancy of $70.
Which for currency exchange is expected.
Yeah, exactly. So when we looked at this, we're at an accuracy of 97.5% from the original amount that was transferred to me from Sean Hufford. There's a $70 discrepancy, which is whatever. I'll go ahead and give Unirock that because he's probably not going to pay attention to the fact that currencies fluctuate in value all the time. He's basically.
I was going to say that's not even a discrepancy. That's just a normal
It's
change
just reality.
in market.
Yeah, it's just a what I marked it as on the document was a currency shift. It was a currency shift of 2.5% completely. That's referring to Swedish kroner and Australian currency, British sterling or the pound.
So where is the conspiracy supposed to come in? That you manipulated the
financial markets?
That the fundraiser's fake and blah blah blah.
The conspiracy is the following: Unirock is trying to make the argument that I or Sean or Vegan or Astronomy Live profited in some way from this fundraiser, that we were disingenuous with what we were going to do about that money. So they're trying to poke holes in the receipts that were provided, in the screenshots that were provided of the transfers, in the screenshots that were provided with my conversation with the family. They even went so far as to say that just the screenshots are fake because, like I said, a fucking Y was clipped in an app because the font was too big for Uni to fucking understand.
I mean, as long as it gets Uni attention, he'll do anything.
He'll do anything. But basically, this conspiracy centers around one claim. The claim is that we scammed the people who were donating to this fundraiser. We profited off of it in some way, shape, or form. How, Uni doesn't fucking say, but we profited in some way, shape, or form. And he says that we should feel ashamed of ourselves for doing so. And I'm like, we have been transparent about this fundraiser from the very beginning. We have shown receipt after receipt. We have documented what was donated, where it came from, and the fact that some of it is still locked away. We even took a picture of the check that we sent to Bull's mother. I mean, vegan atheists got a fucking thank you card from the family.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys have done more than one, what you're required to do, and two, what most people do.
Yeah,
Clearly,
And
no
let's be
good
clear
deed goes
about it.
unpunished.
exactly.
Clearly, like we took lots of pictures of everything to make sure that we had, our proof or whatever. But I mean, I technically probably could have charged more for the traveling because the only thing I literally charged for was gas and hotels. I didn't charge for, say, food, per diem, none of those other things, tolls, parking, nothing. I didn't do any of those other things. The only thing I literally charged for was gas and hotels.
That's it.
And that was it. And made sure that we had all of the receipts for it. And I literally had one extra day off after I got back from doing the thousands of miles on my car and putting those mileage onto my car. I spent my free time adding up all of the receipts, getting them onto a spreadsheet, and taking pictures of all of the receipts so that we would have the actual proof put together. And we did this because we knew that there was going to be some asshole that's going to come up and try to say some bullshit. So,
And we'll say this is that, or I'll say this at least, none of us made any money from this endeavor. In fact, a lot of us, myself included, lost money in this endeavor.
Yeah, I was gonna say the things that are that, from what you guys are saying, the things that went into this effort, especially hauling Dexter across, you guys operated at a loss. So I'm kind of at a loss about what he's saying about you, and I'm kind of wondering to what degree we should even worry about Uni's opinion. I mean, I guess you saw my comments in the thread.
We shouldn't worry at all. The reason why I went ape on this motherfucker is
Besides it being fun.
Well, that, and I was hoping to teach this douchebag a lesson that if you come at me sideways, I will debunk you. And I won't just debunk you, I will debunk you hard. Because when I do a fundraiser for legitimate reasons. I have never scammed anyone. I have never ripped anyone off. I have been the guy that has gotten ripped off. I know what it feels like. I wouldn't do that to other people. And for Uni to go around and say, oh, Red's rhetoric is ripping off people, he's using the death of his friend as a springboard for a scam. At that point, he's kind of crossed the line with me. And I feel as though I have a duty, not only to myself, but to the people who donated, to rip him a new asshole.
Well, you're forgetting one big thing there. The projection. The reason why Jason is saying that stuff is because that's what he would do.
Yeah, he would. He would totally run fraudulent fundraisers like that. In fact, he's pushed a fraud in the past.
Yeah.
And that's not my opinion.
No.
That's history.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, part of the request for withdrawal from Scotty Forbes Lee was due to payment issues.
Yeah, go figure.
Was due to what?
Payment issues.
There was a certain fundraiser to help pay for a certain person's lawyer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
And more money was pumped into the GoFundMe after it had supposedly concluded, even though at the time of the push, which was by Uni was informed that Kyle had lied. He had submitted forged documents to the court. Anyone with a functioning brainstem would be able to watch the step-by-step video that Astronomy Live made and see for themselves that Kyle fucking lied to the internets, to the court, to everybody. Yet despite these facts that were easy to see, Unirock decided to still push that fraudster.
This is why I was saying on Twitter, like him fighting against you right now is kind of, it works in support of your position because from what I've seen, and admittedly, I haven't exactly followed Uni because, again, not exactly worth my time. No offense, Uni. All offense, Uni. It just seems that when he takes a position, it is so often the opposite that's true, that if he's fighting against you, that just it kind of makes you look right.
Yeah, exactly. He knows at this. I mean, he knows at this point, especially, that he screwed the pooch by coming at me sideways. He didn't think I would be this prepared, which is why you're seeing him knit of a Y on a PayPal screenshot because the font is too big.
Does he not know you? You're his
grasping at
rhetoric. You
straws like
come
that.
this prepared.
Yeah, he's grasping at straws like that. But it just, what he's saying is so against my nature. It's like, it's way out there. Like I said, I have been ripped off. I have lost thousands of dollars by people who I thought I could trust. It has happened to me more than once. I know what it feels like. Why would I put that on other people? But yet that's what Unirock is saying. Unirock is saying I would willingly put other people through that. And in fact, that's what I was doing with this fundraiser for Bull and his family. So I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to make a document that lists everything out in black and white with the screenshots provided, and there won't be a fucking thing that you can say about it. And if you do try to say anything about it, you're just going to expose yourself as a dumbass.
To what end would you scam the community on this? Involvement in the community has been kind of, if I understand it, kind of your bread and butter. And if you were to commit social suicide by this one little act, that'd be spectacularly stupid.
Yep, but
it must be because Reg isn't, from the rock.
But I mean,
What'd you say, Nikki?
I said it must be because Reg isn't filming rockets anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yes, we're mad because he's no longer filming rockets.
we also got to remember we're talking about people who would commit social suicide on a regular basis. So
yeah, what I was getting at when Paris was making the point and Reg was making the point, the term is entrenching in on that argument.
Yeah. His self-projection.
Yeah.
Unirock is in a state of denial and projection. I totally agree to not give him what he wants. He apparently wanted me to shove these receipts up his ass. Well, I was more than happy to do so. Which is why not only did I do so happily, but with the document, I shoved them up there sideways.
I mean, I'm not one to kink shame.
Right.
I mean, if Unirock is into that's fine. I'm more than happy to oblige, I guess. But the least he can do is tell me that that's his kink.
Well,
at least let me know ahead of time, okay?
I mean, we
I
were
want
just
to be
talking about
informed of this.
Reg, you missed our discussions on KY and Gorilla Glue earlier.
It's kind of like Unirock is at the point where he's spouting over and over again that piss is stored in the balls. And you know what? Fuck correcting him at this point.
I mean, he could just go off and say, hey, all I was doing was trying to get down to the truth, and that's what we came to. So he could really go either way with this.
No, he actually can't. And the reason why
I was going to say he's past that.
Yeah, the reason why he can't is because in a video, which I went ahead and downloaded and responded to, which is also listed in the document, he made the claim that the fucked up Y on the PayPal screenshots from Sean Hufford demonstrate, quote, everything I've been saying. They demonstrate that everything I've been saying is true. That everything I've been saying is true. And what has he been saying? His words exactly is that I have been involved in a scam, that I was running a scam, that the fundraiser was a scam. That's what he's been saying. And he said because of Sean Hufford's fucked up Y, that it proved everything that he's been saying.
Okay,
Question.
so I guess I have a small series of questions. When did you start this fundraiser? Somewhere in December, I assume.
It was December 28th.
And this is the middle of February, correct?
Yes.
And approximately how many hours have you guys collectively put into the fundraiser and then into the subsequent discussions with Uni on said fundraiser?
Probably days.
days worth. I'm
Yeah,
just
probably days worth. I mean, there was a lot of screenshots and a lot of typing.
I'm just
A
wondering.
lot of
I'm just wondering
editing.
about the size of the scam. I mean, this hypothetical scam, your return on, let's say, return on investment, the time spent.
$70
Yeah,
over
split how many ways for the
I mean,
amount of effort you have put into both running said scam and then defending yourself against accusations of said scam. It seems like a very poor return on investment.
Hey, Reds.
Oh, it really does. I mean,
hang
so
on.
let's see. Vegan atheist would be a part of it.
Reds,
Sean.
Reds, I did the math in my head. How do you like the idea of being paid 2.5 cents per hour?
2.5 cents per hour.
Is this
God damn.
is this how much the 37 dead hookers get?
And to be fair, it wasn't 37 dead hookers. It was a dead hooker stabbed 37 times.
It could only be so lucky.
What's interesting is that, so we would be essentially splitting $70, which would account for basically a month and a half worth of work
4 ways
between 4 people. So yeah, if this was a
Big
scam,
money.
boy, do we fucking suck at it.
I know, right?
I mean, the at the end of the day, none of this shit makes sense. Everything that Unirock has said doesn't make any sense whatsoever. None of what is making sense.
You're expecting sense out of Uni?
I mean, yeah, you're right. How foolish of me to think that he would be capable of a coherent thought.
I would just be like, I just want to say, like, I'm not like anyone special, but
I think most of us
like
would disagree, but okay. As you
but let's just think about this for a moment. Like for
I'm too drunk
$70
for that.
bucks, $70, like I don't do any of these things. Like none of my things do I don't have, like, my YouTube channel is not monetized. I don't get like any of those other things, right? So I don't get any super chats. I don't do any of those other things, right? So I'm literally on here because I love hanging out with you guys because you're awesome people and we're just chilling and stuff like that, right? Because we get some laughs and we get to poke fun and do some really punny things and play games and be silly and just not think about the real world for 5 minutes. But a lot of the times is we're spent giving back to the community because that I believe we have a community here, and even though we're all weird and we're fantastic people and stuff like that, that's half of being part of making this little world a better place. And like $75, like I give people more money each month than that. Like if somebody needs something, I'm giving I will give what needs to be given, if I can afford it. And trust me, I have a real job where I work 9 to 5 where I make enough money where I am at least a little bit comfortable that I can spend some money on some of the people in the community. And it doesn't make any sense. Like he's looking at it from a lens of people that, like, I don't know, that have to have GoFundMes in order to have vape juice. And
maybe it's this. Math is not something that Uni is good at. So
math.
I can tell. I mean, he's taking a $2,000 GoFundMe and making it sound like it was $25,000. I mean,
I'm not good at math either, but I mean, $70. Like,
can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Name one thing Uni is actually good at.
That's fair. I was gonna say
vape.
He's not even good at lies.
If you made
Actually,
$8.75 an hour,
he coughed in his last live stream because
Terrible
he went down the
lies.
wrong pipe.
Yeah.
Terrible
So
lies.
So if you made $8.75 an hour, which is a really low minimum wage, I don't even know if any of the states are still that low. That would be 1 day's worth of $70 would be 1 day's worth of work. So like, really?
Missouri is $7.25.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
Ow. Ow. That's
Because,
terrible.
I mean,
I'm
it's
sorry.
Missouri, so
We have we have three things to highlight with this. One, uni doesn't know how to math. Two, uni doesn't understand that if this was a scam, that we're kind of bad at it.
Right.
And
kind of.
tell me about it. And three, we have receipts. All of them.
You know, thinking about it though, uni can't math, but I'm pretty sure he can meth.
Yeah. So uni doesn't know how to math. I mean, if this was a scam, we obviously suck at it, and we have receipts to prove that it wasn't a scam in the first place. Every penny can be accounted for.
But I mean, if you're somebody who listens to uni, obviously none of those things are going to deter you from listening to uni because you're already somebody who listens to uni.
Right, because they're going to pat themselves on the back. See, we held them accountable.
They didn't hold anyone accountable. They made assertions, and their assertions were debunked. That's what actually happened. Now, if they want to twist that shit around and make it into something that it simply isn't, well, they're the only ones that are going to be guilty in dipping in dishonesty.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only ones that are going to be dipping in dishonesty. End of. That's it. So, and you know what? If the worst were to happen again, if I were to wake up the next day and hear some horrible news that somebody was in a fucking car accident or they were trapped in a fire and were seriously injured or whatever and stuff like that, you know, I would have another fundraiser with the knowledge that Uni Rock is going to come at me sideways again because it's going to be like, oh, this is an opportunity to try and poke at him and try to prove once again, even though I failed multiple times in the past, to prove that he is a scammer. Because how dare this guy go around collecting funds to help somebody?
All right, how dare
Wait,
you?
do something for
How
somebody
dare
else?
Hey, that's why I made the joke on Twitter a month ago. Hey, you know, you need to do a fundraiser for a lawyer for Kyle again. Hey, let's push my fundraiser for my PC and see which gets done first. And, well, obviously his did. But, you know, it was kind of a joke. It's like, well, it's fine for an actual reason. Yours is perpetuating a fucking scam artist.
Yeah,
With
I mean, yeah.
fundraiser as
with this from the very beginning, like when I spoke to Vegan over the phone, you know, I was very explicit, and she knew what I was talking about. I was like, I want every receipt. Send that shit to me. And she was like, oh, don't you worry. I fucking got this. She sent over every receipt. She had it all organized. She had fucking spreadsheets.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what you do. Like when you get, I mean, I've done work for nonprofits before, and you have to track every single penny and know exactly where they are. And so I was like, yeah, not a problem. We got this. And we got spreadsheets set up. I had everything set up. I even and Reds doesn't even know this, but I actually have an entire film roll on my phone of all of my mileage still.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have pictures of my starting mileage, and every single time I stopped for gas, I took pictures of my mileage and everything, and of the GPS. So I have it all.
Like if you were running a scam, you're taking a huge risk with every other person you involve.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, it's CGI.
Oh,
Right.
oh,
Right.
damn! You figured it out. Congratulations.
Yep.
Where can we send the trophy? It's a giant chocolate replica of Peter Nord's penis.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
I'll
Red-
take
hey,
that.
all it was Red hired DKG Customs and they CGI'd the whole.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll bring the award to you. I'll take a flight and I'll fly first class to make sure it doesn't melt. I'll tell the TSA, "Psh, don't be alarmed. It's just a giant chocolate dick."
Ah, that would be the best. Oh, and you gotta take pictures of it
That worked
sitting
on my
right
gag
next.
reflex.
I'm gonna lick the chocolatey balls.
Oh yeah, and
Life
one
size.
one more thing that I wanted to point out. Now that we're on the subject, what other subject has there been? But basically, Uni was complaining that if this was a real fundraiser, yeah, quote, if it was a real fundraiser, that we did the whole thing with Dexter all wrong. We could have had Dexter taken care of for $300, $400, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, if you want to be a cheap ass with your animals, you go right the fuck ahead, big boy. But here's the thing. I'm not going to shove Dexter in a crate on a plane after the motherfucker got UTI, had to go to the vet twice, and lost his entire world.
Well,
Absolutely not.
But
Hang
also
on,
on top
hang
of
on.
that,
Whoa.
hold on. But we're also doing this we also did this in the middle of a pandemic too. So my ass driving by myself with nobody else, I'm not going to be staying at some motel, hotel, cheap place unless I absolutely freaking have to, because I got to worry about catching a freaking COVID and
So
stuff
basically,
like
the
that.
Hang on, and not just COVID. COVID aside, as someone who used to be a breeder and actually had to deal with puppies going a distance, even adult dogs going over certain distances, you get what you pay for when it comes to over-the-road pet transport. And if you're paying $200-$300 to go the distance that Dexter did, you are risking inhumane conditions, parvo, and other communicable diseases. Fuck you,
Absolutely.
Jason.
The other thing is you guys did a fundraiser. People knew what they were paying for, and then you used that money. So you had enough money, or you spent a little money out of pocket so that you could do a better transfer. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares if you could have done it cheaper? You used the money for what you said you were going to use it for. Like,
Yeah, but
Exactly.
But this all takes something into account. This is all underneath the assumption that we skipped the vet. Apparently, it didn't matter that Dexter was pissing blood when we got him. That didn't matter. No, shove his sorry ass in a crate and put him on a plane. No,
Or
fuck
the
you.
fact that you can't transport us. I mean, and you shouldn't transport a dog that's sick. And that was one of the things that we talked about beforehand, was to make sure that we had a go-to from a go-ahead from the vet that Dexter was healthy enough to travel. And we had the documentation that went with Dexter while we were driving. We made sure that we had the forms from the vets showing that he has the rabies and the other stuff to show that he was actually healthy enough to travel. So
also, if this is a scam, why wouldn't you have done the cheaper thing so that you could pocket more of the money? So,
Yeah, go
so if
figure.
anything, the only one who would benefit off of that maybe would be Coral, because she would get to stay in the nice hotels. Like, and that's even a stretch.
And I didn't even stay at the nice ones. I mean, if you looked at the prices that I did, and these ones were also ones, like, on some of them, they actually gave me a little bit more of a discount than they were supposed to. But I mean, we're not talking about $300 a night, like hotels,
He wasn't staying
like
at the Ritz.
right. We're talking like they ranged between what, $80 to
She wasn't staying at the Las Vegas
120.
Plaza. She wasn't staying at the Ritz. She wasn't staying at the Dolphin Inn. She was staying at places that were good enough to the point where she felt comfortable that she wouldn't catch something.
So something around Best Western level to maybe like low end
Days Inn or
Holiday Inn. Yeah, Days Inn.
Literally those types.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
you're standard like
right
3-star.
around
and that kind of
You're
thing.
right. We're talking like right during that those areas. Yes.
So if you look at the receipts, you'll see that there is 2 receipts from the vet. Now we said that Dexter had a UTI, but what do the receipts actually show? They show Dexter getting treated for UTI. So it turns out that
lies.
not only do the receipts back up the fact that Dexter had UTI, but the receipts showed that he did in fact need treatment.
And the correct
Yes,
tests to show that too. The lab tests are on there.
I was going to say, but did you give Uni the medical records of Dexter? Because I mean, you know, he's going to want everything.
Yeah, he's going to want everything, but he can unfortunately shove it up his ass. How does it feel to want it? What it comes down to is this. We can demonstrate that Dexter had a UTI and that he got treated for UTI. That's all that matters. That's why there's 2 vet visits. And I wasn't going to shove Dexter on a plane after getting UTI and after losing his master like that, because this dog has gone through fucking hell. I wanted to put Dexter in the care of someone who would give him the care and love that he deserved. Vegan Atheist came through with flying colors, A++.
And
Why
can we
wouldn't I
also
use Vegan Atheist?
can we also, like, Jared, I chose because they showed him doing the soothing behaviors that you would see in a dog that's had a traumatic experience. So one of the things that Dexter does is he will actually suck on his pillow like a binky, and those are behaviors that we see when dogs get stressed out. And he does also at certain times too, when he was starting to get too anxious, he'd start kind of doing pacing behaviors and things. And so I would know at that point, okay, he needs to go. Where even though, you know, I had plenty of time, I could have gone further, but I didn't. I stopped at a rest stop so that we could go check out the dog area if they had one, or just get lost but in amongst the trees or whatever, just to get some of that energy out. And it was very important to us that we made sure that Dexter was you know, healthy and happy during the trip. Even during the first 2 days that I had him, we were watching very closely to make sure that he was doing good, because it's such a stressful time. He didn't know me, and so we spent a lot of time trying to stop. And you know, when he was starting to get anxious, I'd have to pull over to the next rest stop and just, you know, give him loves, try to get him to drink some water, things like that, because, you know, this was a big deal in his little world, and he didn't understand. He didn't start getting really comfortable with me until probably the 3rd day. And I mean, and that was around the time that we found this gigantic dog park, and he got to really run out and get out a lot of his energy. And we met this really adorable pit. I think it was a pit boxer mix. But I could be wrong on that. But she like ran him like crazy, and he just had the ball, and he just had so much fun. And I mean, I was really happy to see as soon as he got to where he needed to be too. Like, you could tell that he recognized her. He recognized her because she had been around Dexter before with Bull, and so you could tell immediately he acted completely different towards her than he did when he first met me. And so I mean, immediately was all up, sitting right next to her on the couch, like that was his seat. Like, I mean, so I feel like we did the best we could to make sure that the trip was as less amount of stress as possible for him, and that was what was important.
The fact that this stuff is being so nitpicked is kind of, to me, more evidence that it wasn't an outright scam. Because when you look at, scams that happen, it becomes pretty obvious upon slightly closer inspection that this is a scam. But the fact that you guys are being nitpicked and that these little tiny things are being used as evidence that, maybe this is a scam. No, it isn't.
We're not
Scams are-
playing 4G chess here, okay?
And here's the thing: when we talk about this, it highlights something else that we accomplished with this fundraiser, and I do see it as an accomplishment. It wasn't very hard, but it is an accomplishment. It was an unintended accomplishment, but one nonetheless. We demonstrated how much of a piece of shit Unirock is. We demonstrated that this motherfucker, even though he has absolutely nothing to go on, even though he has jack shit to go on, he will still happily assert that someone is a fraudster, a scammer, or immoral in some way. This motherfucker will be more than happy to talk out his ass about someone who he doesn't fucking know if it gets him a few clicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Unirock. You demonstrated my point for me. But yeah, after the final update to the document, I pretty much said, you know what? You're going to come up with another conspiracy theory after this. I already know it. You're going to find something else to nitpick. You're going to find something else that you're not satisfied with for whatever fucking reason. You can go ahead and nitpick and be unsatisfied, whatever. I'm no longer talking to him because he has been debunked left, right, and center. I don't need to do anything more. Fuck this guy.
Your time is honestly worth far more than this. That's only my opinion.
I agree with you. I agree. My time is worth a lot more than whatever the fuck he's offering, and he ain't offering much.
There's nothing he has to offer you. I mean, he might have some of an audience, I guess. I'm guessing that's why it's a bigger deal to answer his allegations. But I think that what you have to offer is concrete enough. I mean, you could just do a Twitter thread, present what you have, pin that as your tweet, and then go on about your business. And I mean, you can just go blow in the wind. There's nothing about what you're doing that seems shady. The fact that he has a nitpick kind of tells me that it's not a scam, because scams become pretty obvious. There's nothing obviously scammy about this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can only make up so much bullshit before it's quite apparent you're playing with your own fecal matter, Jason. Stop it.
I have no time for shits.
I mean, often money can be gotten, but we all only have so much time, as has been painfully demonstrated over the past couple of years. Uni, you're not proving yourself a very wise use of time. I'm sorry.
No,
that's an understatement.
Not. When it comes to Unirock, he's a bottom feeder. He always has been a bottom feeder, and he forever will be a bottom feeder. And all of this stems from a colossal hate boner he has for Steve McRae. So to be a
Hashtag Steve
McRae, he decided to go after Steve McRae. That was one of his targets.
Actually, if we want, we could actually probably blame Team for this one, because Team was the one who brought him into the purview of this neck of the woods.
Well, regardless, he being Unirock got debunked 6 ways to Sunday, and there's no coming back from it. Again, he's going to find something else to bitch about. I know it. I'm just not going to respond to it because I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll give a shit what Unirock has to say about my next fundraiser if he actually donates, and if he doesn't, he can fuck off.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm sorry, I didn't see his accountability when he decided to scam his viewers. Where the fuck is his accountability?
That might be part of what this is about.
It's projection.
Yeah, it's the same. It's in the same place as his honor and integrity. Pissed off in the wind.
The trash.
Oh no, you can't throw something away that you don't have to begin with.
That's a good point.
That is a very good point. That is epic, and I totally agree. But when you look at the fundraiser for Dexter, I'm just saying this: I do not regret what we did with Dexter. We did everything correctly, and we gave Dexter the love and care that Dexter deserved, and that was worth every penny. Astronomy Live came through. Vegan Atheists came through, and I thanked both of them left, right, and center, and it warmed my heart to know that Dexter was back home and that he could finally fucking relax because he's gone through hell. He can finally fucking relax. Unirock doesn't care. Oh, just shove this dog in a plane that has UTI that can't stop pissing blood to save his life. Yeah, let's go ahead and just shove that dog in a plane. Fuck his comfort. Fuck what that dog has been through. Yeah. No, fuck you, Uni. How's that?
But you could have saved a few dollars.
I could have saved a few dollars. And that's another thing. Every penny that was spent was done with the blessing of the family. Every penny that was spent was done with the blessing of the family.
Absolutely. And in fact, while I was still at Bull's sister's house, she got a phone call from one of the parents. I don't know if it was the mom and dad, so I can't speak on that, but it was one of the parents. And they were like, oh, yay, he's finally there. And then they were like, did she get gas money? Please make sure she got gas money and all of that stuff. And they were like, and we're like, yeah, you don't have to worry about it. This is all part of the fundraiser that was done. And they're like, oh, good. I wanted to make sure that, you knew about that. And I wanted to make sure that you got, and I'm like, no, yeah, I'm here because of Reds. And so they knew about the fact that there was a fundraiser, that the fundraiser was being used for the transport of Dexter. And when I got there, they wanted to make sure that we had a plan for me to get reimbursed for my gas. And so they knew about it well in advance. And then again, she mentioned it too, a few days after I got back. There was also that phone call that Reds also shared during one of his streams when he was going over the receipts from Bull's mom that talked about the fundraiser as well.
Yep. And I also received a call from Bull's mother and confirmed that she received the check. So there you go. All the funds that were left over were written on a check, and we sent that off to Bull's mom. That's the first of 2 checks that will be sent. The rest is still going to be coming in from GoFundMe. But once that is released to us from GoFundMe, we will send the remainder to Bull's mom, and that will be it. That will be literally everything. Dexter's taken care of. The fundraiser has concluded. The final amount's been sent off. Unirock got debunked to hell and back. Everyone wins here. Well, except for Uni, because fuck that guy.
Reds, this sounds like a terrible scam. I'm not seeing where you make money.
Yeah, it really is a terrible scam, ain't it? It's a fucking shitty as fuck scam. And you know what? Here's something else. That what's crazy is that I said in the document, the final update I made to the document is that if Uni genuinely has a problem with this fundraiser and wants to call me out on it, he can do so in a debate. Because I actively I went on Twitter and I publicly challenged him to a debate. I got in contact with a guy called Conspiracy Cats who runs a debate channel. And I said, get in contact with Unirock, tell him that I'm calling him out, debate me, and we'll go ahead and talk about what is and is not the case with this fundraiser and who is and is not the scammer.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit disheartened by his use of the word scam, because words mean something. And when you use a word in such a way that it now means just nitpicked little details, then that word ceases to mean what it ought to mean, and that degrades the experience by those who've been victimized by actual scams. And so he's using the word scam in a situation in which he doesn't perhaps agree with your spending of funds. Okay, he doesn't agree with your spending of funds. That doesn't make it a scam. That means you have a disagreement in the way in which funds maybe should have been spent. You guys can discuss that, but that doesn't make it a scam. And when you use that word, it really devalues the word.
Yeah, I agree. Well, being that it's nearly 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to head off here. But I want to thank all of you guys for listening to me bitch this entire time, and thank you, Jared, for giving me the link. So I'm going to call it a night, and I also want to say, Vegan, thank you so much for your effort. It warms my heart. So thank you so much, and just you're an angel in every sense. You're an angel.
Oh.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Later.
Good night.
Bye, Reds.
Bye, Reds.
And with the time, we're going to call it a night too, at least for the on-air portion, so I can then blow up and reprogram OBS to maybe work a little better next time. I don't know. We'll see. Any parting words?
Just sending some loves.
Right. Good night, everybody.
Be like Bull.
Yes, be like
Night.
Bull.